Hello everybody, as we welcome you to another big afternoon of filming footy's Core of the Wild coverage of the Hills Football League Game of the Round. Jeff Bastol and the team here at the Summit Sports Park in Mount Barker for the round 8 between Mount Barker and Blackwood. But also a special occasion as we celebrate Mount Barker Community Reconciliation Day and Indigenous Round. And already we've had the coming together of the nearby Larratinga wetlands and a community reconciliation walk to the Summit Sports Park, together with the unveiling of a reconciliation mural artwork in the players race, and a welcome to country and smoking ceremony to come prior to the A-grade game. So a busy afternoon, not just on the field but off it as well. Now, as the theme of National Reconciliation Week suggests, to be brave, make change, it's a big welcome to the regular commentary team. Firstly, Benny Goldfinch. G'day, Benny.
Oh, Pistols, great to be here. First time calling from the Summit. Of course, we did have a scheduled game early in the season, but due to COVID, couldn't do that. But the Phantom callers were out that day and had record ratings. So, yeah, looking forward to today's clash very much. With both sides heavily involved, pushing for the top or double chance. Mount Barker third, 5-2. Blackwood fourth, also 5-2. So the Woods, of course, beating Harndorf last Saturday. First time in over 60 minor round matches that Harndorf have lost. So let's see how they go today on the big oval at Mount Barker Summit.
And absolutely, of course, the numerical nous of the Call of the Wild stats guru is here. Hello, Jaden J. Hill.
Pistols, Goldie, great to be here. Very looking forward to this game. Mount Barker have won the last 3 at the Summit, so this should be a very interesting contest. The head-to-head battle, 14-11 in favour of Blackwood.
Since 2010?
Since 2010, out of 26 matches, there was 1 draw, which was in round 10, 2017. The head-to-head battle in Mount Barker home games is Mount Barker 6 to Blackwood 5, and obviously there was that 1 draw as well. So the first time these two teams have played at the Summit. So obviously last year they played at Hanson Oval there, with Blackwood getting up by 14 points in round 2. So this should be a very fascinating contest, boys.
Thank you, Jaden. And of course we have to thank and introduce the filming footy crew, our producer Tomia, and the master cameraman James, already hard at work. And
he's already got a deluge early.
So could be a taste of things to come, because a bit of wet weather forecast here in the Adelaide Hills.
We just had it before, Pistols. It looks all right at the moment.
It does indeed.
Yep.
And as we get set for our worldwide Call to Wild stream, big thanks to media sponsors Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish, and of course Hills Football League sponsors Police Credit Union, West End, Sports Power, Sharon, the Courier newspaper, Rossdale Homes and Closey Supermarkets. And of course the various club sponsors for Mount Barker. We have Fitzner Furniture, Zancott, Recruitment, Mount Barker Crane Hire and Turning Point Career Coaching and Consultancy. A bit of a mouthful there, Goldie. Yeah. And for Blackwood, their major partners, Cattle Crash Repairs and Edenwood Autos, and their round 8 match day partner is Lowe's Meat Company in Mount Barker. And we must send a cheerio out to, Regularly's out here doing the job as B-grade coach for the Woods, but as you mentioned, COVID.
Yep.
So Daniel Lowe missing this afternoon, but he'd be pretty happy at the moment. His side in the reserves game here, Blackwood 6-3 are leading Mount Barker 4-3. So Daniel, trust you enjoy the coverage this afternoon from home. So, as Goldie mentioned, a much anticipated encounter. 2 clubs separated by only percentage. 5 wins apiece. Barkeroos a third, Blackwood a fourth, and both are just a win off sharing the competition lead, actually, Goldie, but just a win ahead of 6th spot. Both clubs have won 3 of their past 4 outings. Mount Barker beaten by a kick-off to Soren last Saturday. And as you mentioned, the Woods achieved something no other team has done for quite a while, downing multiple Premier Harndorf in a minor round game. So a good contest on the agenda. Mount Barker making their first trip to the Summit here this afternoon. Mount Barker undefeated so far this season. So the ground will play a big part, Goldie. As we said, it's a bit different to some of the other Hills venues.
It looks good at the moment. Bowling Green sort of last year a little bit heavy in the middle, but today looks fine. Jane, you caught up with Andrew Bruce and a few other recruits pre-season. Tell us a little about some of those new players or guys that are returning this year for them.
Yeah, he was really looking forward to this season. Obviously, Jordan Houlihan and Malachi Lyons and also Phoenix Lions as well coming to the club, come back to the club. So he was really looking forward to see what those players could bring. And yeah, it's good bunch of youth from Mount Barker.
And of course, Daniel Bennett's came across from
Daniel
Blackwood.
Bennett's from Blackwood as well. So yeah, so he was really looking forward to what this team could bring. He wasn't sure like how far they could go, but obviously he was hoping to make finals, and they've started the year off pretty good. So I think probably exceeded expectations, but I think, yeah, pretty happy with how they're going at the moment.
They've got a good spine. Pistols solid in defence now, and their forward line is, of course, Damien Hines. How many goals has he kicked so far this year?
Only 9, but he's actually missed the past 2 games, whether he's been unavailable or COVID. But yeah.
But he's important, isn't he, Damien Hines? Because he's, I think, kicked the most goals from Mount Barker against Blackwood.
Yes, he's kicked 11 in the last 5 games. So with Joel H kicking 14 in the last 5 matches, that's actually only 3 matches for Blackwood against Mount Barker. So yes, Hines has kicked 11 for Mount Barker in the last 5.
And of course, Houlihan's kicked 27. I think he kicked 6 last week.
And a losing team, beaten, as we said, after the siren last kick by Duncan Rogers to give Nan Bremer a win. Bit of a stat also, Jade and Jay. We know you love this sort of stuff. I believe in the Call of the Wild presentations that Blackwood have never won a game we've called. So we don't want to be the kiss of death. I think there's a bit of a hoodoo there.
No, we have. We've called Blackwood wins.
1 win?
A few.
In recent times, though.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, I think we called, was it one of the finals against Uncle Pringa Valley, Radler?
I think we're actually on the roll with Blackwood.
Yeah.
So,
not this year.
Well, let me rephrase that. Say in recent times.
Recent times, yeah. The ledger is more towards losses
but
than
the Woods
wins.
could be the goods here this afternoon. So as we look out onto the Summit Sports field here, of course, multi-million-dollar complex they have here, but we might just point out, unfortunately, you have the white.
Well, the marquee.
It's not a circus in town. It's actually, believe it or not, that is the visiting and home teams' coaches' benches in the major project they had here. Unfortunately, the addition of coaches' boxes was not carried out. It's to come, I believe.
To come. Yep.
Just like Christmas. So we just apologise. In some areas of the play, you might not be able to see the full ground in front of the interchange, in front of the grandstand here.
James is just testing out his camera.
Yeah, but very scenic here. Of course, Mount Barker Summit itself to the left of screen. And, of course, the housing development here in Mount Barker, one of the fastest growing suburbs, if we can call that, Goldie, in Australia, I believe.
James, I wonder if he's hooked up to us, Pistols. He's just testing things out, just getting his zoom right.
See the housing in the background there. Of course,
Beautiful.
good cars in the good. Sort of a bit different to normal hills grounds where you can't actually park your car right down on the fence. There is a bit of a gap, but a nicely grassy
fence.
knoll there. The Oswald
There's a
knoll.
few grounds around the hills that have picket fences. Lenswood, any others that ring a bell? The old picket fence.
No,
Lenswood have the.
Perhaps you could have the club fundraiser, buy a picket, similar
That's
to have an Unley Oval. I know they have that in the centre.
I think also picket fences in Finnis as well.
Do you want me to
Go that way as well.
Yeah.
So but Lenswood and Mount Barker are the main ones.
I think you're right there, Jaden. But as we said, the reserves game in here, the rain has cleared. Obviously, the ground, the drainage has been quite a new ground. I think 2 years it's been down to turf, so pretty good drainage. So at the moment, it's 6-3 to 4-3. So pretty entertaining curtain raisers. What's been a big day. Happy to say that there was actually the blue skies poking through here at the moment. So that augurs well for later on. As we said, we've got a smoking ceremony, which is preparations are going on at the moment for that pre-match. So I think without further ado, speaking of smoking ceremony, Benny Goldfinch is a special guest for us. Benny, over to you.
Yes, pre-game still happening here at the Summit. Shane Tongery's joined us. Shane, what's happening? Just set the scene for the people who are tuned in.
Thank you very much. Look, Mount Barker have put on a bit of a show in regards to reconciliation and also a game, a Dreamtime game for us to actually put together a spectacle. We're obviously going to do a smoking ceremony, understanding the past wrongs and moving forward.
Sensational. And just the mural that Dave's been involved with and potentially yourself and Cornerstone College. Can you just take us through that?
Yeah, so the community, the council put together a bit of a collection, walked around getting David involved with Mount Barker Football Club and Cornerstone School. The school kids actually produced a bit of lessons with David around Aboriginal culture and the teachings of the Paramonk. So in regards to that's been put on a mural down in the race, walking into the Mount Barker area. and it's been an amazing achievement by the school, the community, and also the police were involved, and everybody within the community got together. It's been fantastic.
Cool. Thanks very much, Shane. Well, just final one for Pistols.
Can I just ask you, thanks for joining us, Shane. Of course, a pretty handy SANFL career, of course, Adelaide Crows. It's just great to see this reconciliation and the acknowledgement of the Aboriginal culture and that coming to the fore these days, isn't it?
For sure. Look, it's come a long way and full circle. So here we are around bringing culture as part of the forefront. Not only one round, but it's every round of stamping out racism, but also bringing on reconciliation. I just had a little bit of talk in regards to the community this morning with the long walk from Larratinga.
How'd that go, mate?
It was fantastic. It was fantastic. It was really great to see all the young kids and a lot of the elders actually involved, white and black elders. So it's fantastic.
Appreciate it. Thanks very much, Shane.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, all the best. Have a great day.
All the best.
Thanks, Shane.
Great there to talk to Shane Tongery. Said I think he's going to be involved in the ceremony.
Pretty much, yep.
I know he's down here just cooking up a storm with the
sensational.
Leaves down there.
Eucalyptus. Yep, fantastic.
Great work. And West Adelaide, I think I was right.
I
West
think so.
Adelaide.
Pistol, I'll go to the stats here for you.
Go to the stats that matter. Where's Jaden when you need him? And also, as we said, Adelaide Crows.
And he was in the Indigenous All-Star team. I think they've got a Guernsey in the Mount Barker rooms up there.
And I think he has family playing up here for Mount Barker in the junior Colts, so it's a regular attendee up here, so it's great to see guys play at the highest level getting involved in community football.
Fantastic.
And as we said, the theme for today, the whole week, is actually be brave and make change, and it's great to see, as
Times now, Pistols. Oh, I'll get you. Here we go. Perfect.
Oh, we've got it all happening.
He was 18th draft pick, pre-season draft of the Crows, played 1994 season, and Central District.
Yeah.
Apologies. Fantastic.
Great work, and great of him to...
3 goals on debut against Brisbane Bears at the Gabba. Fantastic. He's also in the Indigenous, the Aboriginal All-Star team, which defeated Collingwood Pistols by 20 points at Morara Oval in Darwin in 1994. So there we go. We'll let that one go through to the keeper for you.
Just affected the afternoon.
Thanks, Shane, for joining us.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, thank you very much for Shane. Now, as we said, getting back to more pressing matters, and still what's that, 6-3 to 4-3 in the reserves game, so we really haven't had any score over the last 10-15 minutes of this game. So Daniel Lowe might be happy there at home, as his side looks like they might hold on for a pretty good win. But as I said, conditions are improving all the time.
We'll be right, Pistols. Just a light shower coming through. Tommy has got some videos as well of what's been happening around Mount Barker, so that's fantastic.
Brilliant.
Producer will get to that when it's right.
Because he's a bit of a tourist himself.
Fantastic.
Man Tommy.
Yep. Replay King. Jaden's back in the building. Anything else, Jaden, that you'd like to bring to the table since 2010 between these two sides?
We'll just put him on the spot here.
There we go.
Can you tell us a bit about Shane Tongery, Jaden?
Sorry, what was that?
Shane Tongery, can you give us his career?
No, you've put me on the spot there, Pistols.
We just did it. It's all right.
We just did it.
That's
I keep telling people you got everything you're the numbers now, but no. Anyway, disappointed there, Joe.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no worries. Well, I've just been stitched up there, but that's all right.
No, that's all right. Jaden, over to you.
So I think it'll be very interesting to see how this game plays out. I think obviously Mount Barker have scored 304 goals against Blackwood, and Blackwood only scored 266. So even though they've won more games, so the average margin is actually 32.5. Mount Barker average is 36.7 here, in Mount Barker. So the last 5 average is 28.8. So could be about the 4 or 5 goal margin, guys, which hopefully it's a bit closer than that, and it probably suggests that it will be a bit closer than that as well. So it should be very, very interesting.
Do you know, Jaden, Blackwood have actually won 6 of the past 7 meetings between the two clubs?
Yes. Yeah, and at the start, Pistols, Mount Barker actually won, 2010 both games, 2011 both games as well. Blackwood won 1 in 2011, then Mount Barker won 4 in a row until 2014. So Mount Barker dominated the first.
Well, that's the era when they were playing in grand finals and winning premierships. Our man Steve Samuels, of course.
Yeah, so it'll be very, very interesting to see how this game plays out. See if Blackwood can redeem themselves after last year losing by 18 points in round 11. So,
as we said, the first time the Blackwood Football Club's been here to the Summit Sports Park, because those previous home games from Mount Barker were played at Howard Lane, the spiritual home of the club, but they made the move out here last year. Interestingly, did not win a home game out here last year, Benny, but as I said, undefeated this year in 3 or so ventures out here, so been looking to extend that. As I said, important game as we look at the Premiership table in Division 1, because Harndorf falling last week, the first time they've lost a minor round game since Anzac Day in 2018, which ironically was to Mount Barker. So Harndorf on 12, Lobenthal on 12, then Mount Barker on 10, Blackwood 10, Nan Bremer 10, Uradler on 8. Then we drop back to Echunga on 4, Mount Lofty and Bridgewater Callington Raiders with a win apiece, and then Onka Valley yet to salute the judge. So one would suspect, Goldie, that the top 5 starting to get a little bit settled. Like Uradler will perhaps be the only side capable of breaking into that.
There's some big games today. Absolutely.
There are some big rounds as we'll
Let's
just go
get
through
through
that
that.
program. Yeah, Lobenthal played.
Yeah, Lobenthal versus Nan. Let's see if the Rams can, get another. Have they ever beaten Lobenthal in Div 1 football? I know they've got a few big scalps
so
already.
what was that? Was that Nan?
We might have to go upstairs
Yes, they
for that.
have. Yes, Nan have Lobenthal. Last round.
Of course.
Last round,
we were
of course.
there.
Last
You were
time,
there. Big Peanut.
That was only a couple of years
last
Jack
round,
Osborne,
last round of 2020, they won by 1 point.
Mount Barker, of course, at home today against Blackwood, Echunga against the Bridgewater Callington Raiders, Onka Valley against Mount Lofty, and Harndorf at home to Uradler in a rematch of last year's grand final. Country Division, Torrens Valley at home to Gumaraka, Birdwood at home to Ironbank, Kersbrook at home to Meadows, and Kangaroo at home to Macclesfield.
So big round of football in the hills, and as we said, trust you're going to enjoy a good game here, the Division 1.
We're about 10 minutes away from the pre-game ceremony pistols. So,
of course, once again, we've got to thank all the club sponsors making this all happen today. Fitchner Furniture, 50 years they've been going, Benny, so they must make quality stuff to be around that long. Zancott Recruitment.
Yep.
Mount Barker Crane Hire, and Turning Point Career Coaching and Consultancy. And for the Blackwood Football Club, their major partners, Cattle Crash Repairs, good people to have around if you need them, and Edenwood Autos. And the round 8 match day partner for Blackwood is Lowe's Meat Company. As we said, Lowy watching will be pretty happy because they've pushed out the lead 7-4 to 4-3 here in the reserves game. So Lowy might be able to go and have one of those award-winning sausages that he makes here in Mount Barker to celebrate on the barbecue.
Lights are on here, pistols as well. Beautiful light towers.
Fantastic. Yes, it's good for night footy. It does get a little bit
There was a twilight match earlier in the season against Uradler.
Yes, indeed. As we said, Call of the Wild was out here. Unfortunately, minus the commentators due to a COVID isolation, but we'd have...
It's actually one of our highest rating games for the year.
It was. Marcel Marceau did a great job that day in the commentary. So, Shane Tongri, who graciously joined us a few minutes ago, he's just
getting
down in
things
front
ready.
of us, getting the... what would you call
Eucalypts.
that? The brazier?
Yep.
Fire brazier, not a fire bucket, but a fire brazier, smoking around. So, I tell you what, before we come on air, it was a little bit overcast and everything. I think a lot of people might have been crowding around that to keep warm, but as we said, conditions are improving all the time here at Summit Park, here in the Adelaide Hills. So, trust you're enjoying what's going to be a good afternoon of footy wherever you are. And of course, people who want to join in, how do they get and tell us what they're doing?
Yes, Pistols, we're on Filming Footy on YouTube, and we're also on Call of the Wild Facebook page, and also the Hills Football League Facebook pages as well. So Filming Footy on YouTube, Call of the Wild on Facebook, and Hills Football League Facebook pages as well. So, yep, they're your main destinations.
I tell you what, we love going around to the various clubs and see the professionalism, like the pre-games announcements, etc. And the Mount Barker got one of the best here in Timmy Glover.
Let's get him on for a chat before he presses the button.
Show, I'd reckon. So we're in the closing seconds
What happens
now.
here, Tim?
Well, closing seconds. We're about to launch into the smoking ceremony for Indigenous round. Be brave, make a change. So plenty going on. I'm going to have to excuse myself, boys.
Got to go on the microphone. All right.
So end of the reserves game here. 8-4 Blackwood have defeated Mount Barker 4-3. So Daniel Lowe will be pretty happy with that victory by his side. Of course, missing this afternoon through the COVID. But we now have Shane Tongari. You just see in the camera now just coming out with carrying the brazier with the smoke. Unfortunately, he's put it right behind the tent. So couplets of... so just the ground announcement now is Shane Tongery. So... Goldie has wandered downstairs to hopefully capture what's going on there. That's one thing, Benny, it's good to see that the conditions have actually improved a little bit because it might be a little bit warmer for the ceremony to take place, because I tell you what, it'll be a bit chilly down there. So I think you have a have a guest, someone to talk about the ceremony.
Howdy guys, how you
How
going?
you doing? Austin Abraham, is that?
That's
How
me,
you doing?
Yeah. Good, thank you.
Yeah,
how you
thanks
guys going?
Yeah, good. Going to join us throughout the day for a few comments. Special day for the club.
Yeah, definitely. It's always a good time when we're incorporating different cultures and stuff into the game. So we did this obviously last year, and it was I think all the boys sort of took it on their stride, and it was something awesome. So it's good that now both clubs are sort of really getting around it. We've got a match for it, so loving it.
All right, we'll just go down the ground level Pistols now for the pre-game.
Thank you, Blackwood, for coming along today. Reconciliation as the afternoon continues, I invite you to go to the on the south side of the stand and have a look at done. Briefly, this is Reconciliation Week, and I put a challenge out to everyone here to be involved in reconciliation. Part of that is look at the statement. The two main factors of that are treaty and Makarrata. It's essential to look at. Also, establishment of the First Nations Board. This is just a part of the start of reconciliation. And what the theme for reconciliation is be brave and make a change. Don't put conversation. The conversation is what it's all about. Respect and selflessness.
Hello everyone. Following butterfly, in charge of his children. Got some young fellas here with us today to come and do some dance for you. Welcome to the country. My name is Dave. I'm the Warrior Younger Man. My sons are behind me, very areas. Have blood links here in the country. I would like to acknowledge that we are all out of our country and pay my respect to the people. Also, I know what it is we do, the Yiddish traditional name, the Yolngu language, up at the top end of Australia, pay respect to the Yolngu, surf and share the country. I'd like to now hand over to my son, Kyle. Paramedics today and learning and sharing the smoking ceremony, which helps cleanse the land as you come into country, prevents our ancestors, spirits, land down in the year to come visit. So I'll hand over to my son Kyle to welcome you to the country.
G'day everyone. My name is Miles Hanson. I'm a descendant of the family whose primary land located here in LA Hills. I'd like to pay my respect to the elders, past, present, future, welcome you today. And I'd also like to get you to the smoking ceremony with me. That shows the ancestors that we all here. You're all welcome. And thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Part of this opening smoking, we'd like to share with you some dance. One of the dance we'd like to share with you is the first dance. It's Warrell. It's paying respect to fire. Fire does many things for us. Cooks our food, gives us warmth, gives us light. This dance is paying respect to fire, to the ancestors, to the land. This is Warrell. Next dance we'd like to share with you. Paying respect to the kangaroo. The kangaroo is an amazing animal, just moving forward constantly, not being able to move backwards. It was also a food source, not only used for its meat, but for its fur, its hair, its sinew. It was all used in making clothing and weaponry. This dance is the kangaroo. It shows how he's out, relaxing, in the sun. He'll sniff the air. He feels threatened. He'll take off and extend himself to rest. This is woodlark. is paying respects to our boomerangs. Boomerangs have been around for over 50,000 years. Aboriginal people have used the boomerangs for hunting and survival. They were the first ever manual propelled flight in the world. Known as our Kalis, over 50 different types, over 500 different language groups. When I hold it together like this now, what does it look like? Boomerangs were the first ever manual propelled flight in the world. This is paying respect to the boomerangs of our Kalis, north, east, south and west, as they were used by all Aboriginal people all around this country. These are our Kalis. This is Karamara. Kali, 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 ma, ma. Thank you all. Having come today, Reconciliation Week. Thank you all for coming on this journey, walking together with us, and sharing our stories. Hope you all join us today. Thank you for having us. Have the best. Hope to see you all around the community and at the Father. Thank you.
Okay, there we have it. Completion of a pretty stirring smoking and welcome to country ceremony here as part of the Indigenous round conducted by the Mount Barker Football Club, and of course Reconciliation Week here in the Mount Barker community. So both sides have now separated after coming together for the ceremony and heading towards the respective ends for to go through their warm-ups. But yeah, certainly a and here we have our intrepid
JJ
man.
Hill.
Our intrepid man has just returned from being in the down there right amongst it. So take us through what happened, Jaden.
That was fantastic. It was goosebumps sort of stuff, really. It was really good. I was just going to go by the fence there, but they said, yeah, it's all right, you can go a bit further. So that was, really good stuff. That was awesome. So, really good ceremony, that.
Now, umpires today, Pistols, Ashley Brooks, Tom McLean will be checking out this sling tackle. See how they adjudicate today, if there is any. We don't want any. Jesse Filmer and Lockie Wirtz. Mitchell Pumphrey. And goal umpires, Ben Kernick, sensational. And Rob Crompton, head-to-head.
Actually, we had a bit of a directive during the week from the Adelaide Footy League and also Community Football about HFL would like to make it abundantly clear that we'll be upholding this focus throughout the season, that players, coaches and spectators will need to be aware of this issue, which is regarding dangerous tackles in an attempt to clamp down on these incidents and prioritise player safety. The last round of football in the Hills saw a number of yellow cards imposed on players as a result of this new focus. So I think Channel 9 News featured regarding dangerous tackles during the week. Should be a clear warning to any player that engages in this conduct. So there we go. Sling tackles.
We'll be watching for them. Now, joined in the box today, special comments from the Mount Barker Football Club is Austin Abraham. Austin, thanks for joining us today.
G'day fellas, how are you?
Fantastic. Now give us just for those listeners who might not be aware of your background, just as the guys are going through a warm-up?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a Mount Barker boy through and through. So played my juniors, started at under 10s, worked my way up, had a little bit of a stint downtown with some of the boys that will be playing today for Mount Barker.
Yep.
And then, played a little bit of senior footy. Unfortunately, I've been... had a few issues with my body, so 3 knee recos and 1 shoulder reco. So that's basically my sort of story with Mount Barker. And
how old are you, Austin?
I'm 23. So it's
been through a lot as a young man.
Yeah, so a bit of a struggle. So I have to really think about footy and what's going on with that. So
now you got outside of footy, some of your interests.
Yeah, definitely. So for anyone listening, me, Geordie Aitchison and William Bruce actually run our own podcast, so called Sidetracks. So
Sidetracks?
Yeah, that's it. So I'm giving myself a bit of a selfish plug here while I can. But definitely give us a listen, and we definitely love giving it a crack and trying something different. So
what do we focus on in Sidetracks? You get sidetracked from a lot of things?
Yeah, well, that's sort of the whole point. So we start on one topic and then sort of work our way through different things. So we sort of started through lockdown, bit of fun, and we've somehow kept it going. So good fun.
So you don't just deal with sport, with just social issues and life in general?
Bit of everything. So any stories we've got, so funny stories. Sports, obviously we're all 3 of us are big into our sports, so NBA, footy, cricket, anything really. So a bit of everything.
What's the inside word from the camp? Ross Brooks just coming in here, Pistols, with the coin toss, and Nathan Dunn tossing the coin in the middle, so we'll keep an eye on that. What's the inside word from the lads? Good start to the season, bit of a slip up last week with the kick after the siren against Nan, but overall good start to the year.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, coming off the back of last year, obviously wasn't the greatest year for us. Bit of inclusion. Obviously, we got Malachi Lyons, Phoenix Lions, Jordan Houlihan. So we've got a few big names that sort of either played at other A grade clubs or played downtown. So. Those inclusions are probably some of the things that we did need, and there's key back being in Malachi Lyons and key forward in Jordan Houlihan has definitely made an impact on our team. So I think going into this game, obviously Blackwood coming off that that win against Harndorf, they're going to be sort of coming in with a lot of confidence. But I think Mount Barker's sort of looking good at the moment. So definitely I'm backing my boys.
We could bring you the news that Ross Brooks did indeed win the toss, and he's elected to go towards the right of the screen, or the golf course end. With your experience out here, Austin, the breeze, or does it play a factor out here?
Yeah, definitely. I think you sort of got to keep that in mind. Obviously, it's a big, wide oval, plenty of movement, and with I guess no surroundings with trees or anything, the wind can take a big impact on how it goes. So. I think we're going to be looking good and play to our conditions, so love it.
Fantastic. All right, as we said throughout the since we've come on our live stream here on the Call to Wild, the conditions have improved remarkably.
In fact,
fantastic.
Fantastic.
During the B grade it looked a bit ominous, but certainly now it's blue skies, cloud, but no sign of rain. Hopefully that holds off. For what's going to be a very good game of footy, as we said, 3rd and 4th in the Hills Football League.
Just any first quarter sort of info there, Jaden.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Goldie. So, very interesting here. Mount Barker averaged a score of 13.2 in the, 15 in the first quarter.
This year?
Yeah, this year. So the average score of 12.8 against, and Blackwood averaged a score of 14.2 in the first quarter, and actually averaged a score of 14.2 against, so that's ironical. So should, I reckon, be an even first quarter, see who can get the early break here.
Matt Tuck coming to the bench, Pistols, male medalist a few years ago.
He actually missed last week, I believe, Golden, so maybe it's a safety first thing. He's just starting on the bench. As Mount Barker have now broken and will be heading into their positions. As we said, they're kicking towards the right of screen here. So looking forward to this contest. Mount Barker first visit out here to the ground.
Yeah, this will be our first look at the new look sort of Roos defence. Well, a few games in, obviously, with Lyons down there with Daniel Bennett. In the midfield, one of our favourites, Jan Warbett, going head-to-head in ruck.
Yeah, it looks like he's going against Ethan Baxter. So the young man with a big task this afternoon against the former basketball man in Warbett. So all in readiness now. Round 8 quarter wild action coming to you from the summit, and the first quarter brought to you by Fitzner Furniture. 50 years to business, great furniture and great people. So we thank them very much. So we're underway. Round 8. Warbett. Baxter was a leaper. Warbett stayed down ground level, got down to Adams. Showed away Vandenberg, knocks it forward for the Woods. Coming out to meet it, overrunning the ball there was the young man and Wender. Tackle applied there. Looks like it might be my man, Malachi Lyons. So the first inside 50 entry for Blackwood is held off. So meanwhile, clearing kicking for the Roos for the agency of Billy Sturks. Puts her up towards half forward, but here's that man taking a good mark there in Sam Venning. Plenty of experience there, Goldie.
Well, there's some orange boots out there, which I like to see. Henry Bruce, one of those, so that'll be easy to see. Here's Spawn. He goes across the ground. Patient build-ups here by the Woods. Oh, that's a bit of a shocker off the side of the boot. Maybe a bit of that early in the conditions. A bit slippery out there after we had a bit of heavy downpour pre-match. Here we go. The Roos moving forward. Stokes kicks it forward. A nice mark there by Tim DeMasi, new player this season. Pistols likened to Nick Amato by some. Kick forward again in turn. Ethan Bell goes forward. Tried to get it Big Hines, I think, down there. Woods trying to clear the ball out of the defensive 50. A few players slipping around early. Here's a chance for Ethan Bell. Goes bang from outside the 50 arc. 1-on-1 contest on the goal line. Houlihan involved. Can he toe poke it through? Off hands minus score. So the Roos on the board first with a rush behind.
So Benny Waldron with a big job this afternoon on Houlihan, as I said, kicked 6 last week, 27 for the season so far, sitting second on the goal kicking list. So the kick out goes to the far side. Mark taken out there in the distance. Look like it might be Baldacera, I think. Nurses the ball up the line, or good slips volley catch by his teammate. Further afield here, doesn't hit the target. Out in the wing, so Mount Barker bring it back in towards half forward. Big leap out there by Bell. Ball comes to ground. Trying to thread his way out there. The sleeves might have been Clark, Tyson Clark. So umpire will come and ball up, umpire Ashley Brooks.
Yep, half forward line for the Roos. So had it camped here for last minute or so. Henry Bruce with those orange bright boots kicks it forward. Pack forms. Ball at ground level. Roos applying pressure. Here's Houlihan. Handball off. There's the first goal of the match, and it's going to Ethan Bell. Nice goal there. Austin Abraham, any thoughts on that? Nice, good start for the Roos?
Yeah, fantastic. Exactly what we want. Early start, get score on the board, and go from there.
So good work there by the Roos. Look like Mount Barker, Blackwood have taken the ball out.
Just looking at replay now, Pistols. Just the ball slipping out
Clark
the back
involved.
here. Houlihan involved, and he does that quite a lot, hands off to teammates.
Yeah, as I said, not only kicks him, but he's a very good team player. So back in the centre, just under 3 minutes gone here in the call to Wild. Mount Barker 1-1, just waiting for the scoreboard to catch up. To Woods at the score, so over the ground, standing his ground. Baxter was a leaper, comes down to Henry to Bruce, tries to barge his way through, but he's held up there by last year's interleague teammate in Vandenberg. So nil-all draw, so umpire McLean sets up again. Grabbed out and hacked forward by Warbett, bouncing ball. Arriving there, good gather there for the Woods. Was young Wender.
Yep.
Ball's been there. Warbett got his hands to it. Bruce flicked it out. Scrappy play. Adams finally gets a hack kick forward. Pass there lately. Here's Vandenberg followed up nicely.
Jamie Grouch.
Grouch wearing him well. Ball comes out here. Handball out there wide.
Hartland.
Was Hartland. Got to a teammate there clearing kick out wide. That was through the agency of Mason Ryan Bulbasi. But out wide. Here's Baldacera. Gets it back to Clark. He's held up in a tackle.
Yep.
Out on the, what would that be, the eastern wing. It's the housing development in the background. So umpire McLean will ball up, and we've played 4 minutes first term.
Yep, Roos on the board first through Ethan Bell, Deputy Vice Captain. Of course, Blackwood getting up over the line against Harndorf last week with one of the last kicks of the game. Warbett just hacks it forward, manages to find a teammate there on the half forward line for the Woods. So Woods moving forward. Looking forward to seeing how Joel Aish goes today in the Woods forward line. He might have a chance shortly. Jamie Grouch has held up half forward line. Lights are on here. It was a little bit overcast early, but now it's perfect conditions for the time being anyway. 5 minutes gone. Mount Barker 1-1. Blackwood yet to score. Half forward line for them. Hacked out of the fence by the Roos. Out towards Howes around, but Woods go back inside 50. Lines involved. Brooks tried to get a sweeping handball out. Here's a chance. Bruce kick long there by Samuel Callens out towards the wing. Of course, I think he was best and fairest last year for Mount Barker. Gathered nicely on the wing, pistols by Clark, but intercepted. Here's a chance for Mount Barker, but it's gone out of bounds. So it'll be a boundary throw in out of side wing.
So 5 minutes gone in the opening term. Of course, brought to you by Fitzner Furniture. So the Academy boy will come to pitch the ball in. So Ruckman go to be Warbert against the young man of Baxter. Warbert stands his ground, double hands it down, bouncing ball, trying to boast his way through there. I think it was Callens. Ball held up there, good tackle by Billy Staggs, close to the boundary line. That's Bruce, hacking the ball back down. Callens hands it back off to the G-Banger, and Grouch gets spite on that left foot, goes bang.
He might be a chance
towards the top
here.
of the square.
Ooh.
Off hands and through for a behind. Of course, Henry, the only Bruce representative this afternoon playing, because Will out with a shoulder injury, I think. Unfortunately sustained last week. So
Samuel Venning
to bring the ball back in from the full-back line. So 1-2 plays. Blackwood yet to score. So towards the outer side.
Done.
Target our bet done. The reigning Malden medalist. Best and first for Blackwood takes the mark. Consistent defender, that's for sure. Picks the ball up the wing area, looking for a teammate out there in Fairman. But his Mount Barker opponent rose to the occasion there and made sure that that attack was stemmed here at the Summit. Call to Wild. Trust you're enjoying our coverage. Hills League Round 8 action.
Yeah, just a reminder, we're on Filming Footy on YouTube, Hills Football League Facebook page, Call of the Wild Facebook page, plus both clubs as well. Here's a chance for Callens. A few players wearing the long sleeve. He's one of them. Kicks it forward. Hines sort of was the target there, but it's dribbled out of bounds. That'll be last touch. Here's a chance for the switch through the Woods. Mark Reynolds got it on. Under a bit of pressure here for the Woods. Clearing kick out towards Tyson Clark. He's off to the races. Tuck on the ground. Opts to go inboard with a high ball. And the umpire said that's either a mark or a free kick, and that's going to Kai Tucker, one of the young gun recruits this year. Played a bit of for Sturt, I think, Pistols, half-back line.
Absolutely.
We'll get some stats shortly at the 10-minute mark from Jaden, so a few more minutes, and also Austin's thoughts on the first 10 minutes of play. A few minutes before we get to that, though. In the middle of the ground, though, Billy Stokes takes a nice mark.
So Adams directing that kick and straight down the throat of Stokes, who goes short and finds
Bruce.
Henry Bruce right in the centre of the ground, cricket pitch area. He'll go long straight up the centre.
Oh, good mark.
Drifting in nicely
Dale
from the side
Payne.
there.
Marshall Howe.
It's Marshall Howe. So a good mark by him.
Can you just tell us a little bit about Marshall before he has kick, Austin?
Yeah, Marshall, I think he had a stint down at Sturt for a while, actually. Good basketball player as well, so he's got those hops which we just saw there when he took the mark. So I think he's 20 years old, so he's definitely a good player and inclusion in the last 2 years, so coming back from Sturt, which is fantastic.
It's basketball, good hand skills there as he came from the side of the pack. So a chance to raise the second goal of the afternoon for the Barkeroos. We're
nice
right
kick.
behind him as he got
Right
the
to
distance.
the line, touched.
Bit of touch, yes, says the goal umpire. So another minor score, Mount Barker 1-3.
Yep.
Blackwood yet to score. We've just played over 8 minutes in the first term, brought to you by Fitzner Furniture. Jaden J.
How have you seen the first 9 minutes?
Geez, thanks, Pistols. So 20 kicks each at the moment to both sides. 14 handballs to 4, though, in favour of Mount Barker.
Alrighty. Just noticed Malachi Lyons just come back on the ground along with Stuart Lee. And a lot of play over that outer side at the moment. Beautiful conditions here at the moment. We had a bit of rain, clear skies, a little bit overcast at the moment. So boundary throw in about 60 metres out from the Roos goal. Blackwood clearing kick out towards centre wing, outer side. Out towards Nathan Lady territory. And it's going to be a boundary throw in. Mount Barker, 1 goal 3. Opening goal kick by Ethan Bell. Blackwood yet to score. A few shallow intros forward for the Woods, but no real Joel Aish territory at the moment. He's deep down there looking to get involved. Pistol, I think he's opposed to Daniel Bennett, so they'll be having a bit of a chat. Of course, ex-teammates.
Yeah, first time Bennett would have played his old side. Of course, premiership player in 2017 for the Woods. Across this season to the Mount Barker Football Club, close to the boundary line. In fact, the Academy boy has ruled on the outer wing. It's gone out of bounds, so he will bring it back in. So 9.5 minutes gone. Rouge 1-3. Woods yet to get on the board here at the Summit Sports Park. As Goldie said, bathed in sunshine. Fantastic autumn day here. So lately, ball falls short. Hocking got involved. Lately follows up at ground level, the big man. Comes back to Hocking. He's dispossessed. A good tackle applied there by Howe. And in fact, Howe was claimed the free kick, perhaps holding the ball was the decision by umpire Brooks. So Marshall Howe will take the free kick, wing area for the Barkaroos.
Out of side. Opts to kick it to Malachi Lyons. Had his brother on there, Phoenix, but goes further afield, and that's cut out there by Spawn, who says, hang on a sec, I'm not going forward. I'm just going to go back here, have a bit of a kick. Just letting the umpire know. So Spawn, short kick in the middle of the ground. Finds Jackson Fairman, one of the young guns in the comp. He's taken some great marks already in his short A-grade career. So Fairman goes out towards the half-back flank. Venning involved. So Samuel Venning with the ball, half-back flank. Patient build-up here by the Woods. Oh, fumble there by Fairman, sliding in. I think that was Damasi. Snap around the corner by River Moore into the middle of the ground. Backing back with courage there was Sam Matters. Just a bit of a scrappy period in the match. Billy Stokes, good tackle. That's all good. The ball be held up half-forward line, will it, for Mount Barker?
You're quite right about being a bit scrappy. Plenty of room out there, Oster, but at the moment they're sort of playing pack sort of corridor football.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely looks like it's a little bit scrappy, but I reckon Mount Barker's probably using the ball a little bit better at the moment.
So Wilbert tried to hack it out, but Howe in the veins gets the ball back here. Chance there for River Moore, I think it is, in the sleeves. He's racked up in a tackle, so ball held in there, but Mount Barker inching towards goals at the right side of the screen.
Oh, that's a high. No, not paid.
Flicked out the handball here. Done, I think it chips up the line to Reynolds. The veteran goes long in front of the pavilion side.
Henry.
Bench,
Oh, that's
Henry
a mark.
Bruce tries to
paid.
claim mark. Play on says the umpire. Gets a handball into a teammate in the centre who flicks it back here.
Cooper Kupke.
To Cooper Kupke. And in turn has found
Tom
Worthley in the sleeves this afternoon.
Wingman for the Roos. He'll kick the ball forward yet again for Mount Barker. Damien Hines just shielding the eyes. Brings it front and centre. And that's held up. What's the inside 50s, Jaden?
Inside 50s is 7-4 in favour of Mount Barker at the moment.
All right. Ball's just bobbling around here, half-forward line. Is there going to be a little bit of a handball out? Well, here's a chance for the Roos. Damasi sliding on top of it and held up directly in front of goal, about 40 metres out from goal. 12 minutes gone. Mount Barker 1 goal 3. Ethan Bell, the goal kicker at the 2-minute mark. Blackwood yet to score.
So once again, pack football. Vandenberg, strong tackle applied.
Oh, here we go.
Finally the ball comes out there. Snap round the corner for the Roos. But once again, a minor score. So 1-4 plays Blackwood yet to get on the scoreboard. So Venning, of course, plenty of experience. South Adelaide, Glenelg, spent some time in the River Murray Football League. Long kick towards the centre, off hands there. Here's a chance for Hocking, coughs it up. Follows up nicely. Hartland, I think it was, get out the back door. Here's the veteran and Grouch around on the left foot, curls around the corner, trying to find a teammate out there, which was Ethan Baxter. Sorry, Ryan Babasi, the hyphen. Might be a bit easy for us. Ball comes back there, chain of handballs. Finally, Grouch gets a boot into the ball, puts towards half forward inside the 50-metre arc. Good defensive ball by Waldron.
Here we go.
Gathered there by Callis, gets across here, chain of handballs. Payne, noted goal kick. Oh, Hines
big
tries
fella.
to step it. Just bashes his way through to back the big man. Ball held in there dangerously close, just out from the square. But Hines, strong approach on the ball. Good to see him back in the side. Missed a couple of weeks there, Austin.
Yeah, he's definitely a big player, and when our forward line last year was probably a little bit not so big, he was definitely one of those people that sort of stood up. So it's good having him back always.
He'd enjoy some support down there this year with Jordan.
Yeah, I reckon he's pretty happy with Jordan. Obviously, I think everyone in the league knows his sort of talent, his hops, his marking, and his kicking. So, that experience down in the VFL Essendon is definitely he's brought that across.
Billy Stokes! I tell you what,
sliding across the ground here out towards the picket fence area.
Adelaide United could have done with him last Sunday, Goldie.
Opportunist sort of stuff.
Tried to nail that one, but free kick. I think it's River Moore in the back pocket.
Yep. Wood's still looking to get the ball probably past the 50 mark. Haven't quite entered deep in attack yet. Joel Ash hasn't seen it. Oh, that's a sliding. Well, okay, that's fine. G-banger. Grouch's got a few bit of it early. Kicks forward. Nice mark there. Defensive 50.
Venning.
So Venning. Houlihan on the mark. Oh, straight to the man on the mark, Damasi. Well, not the man on the mark, the man who was lurking around, ready to take it, and kicked the Roos second, Austin. Opportunist stuff.
Very good. Tim Damasi coming down from New Yupta, I think, so definitely fantastic having him around the club.
Been likened to Nick Amato. Let's have a little look at this one. Pinpointed him, straight to him.
That's it's only May, but it was Christmas for Damasi. Just intercepts it.
Thanks
Thank you very much for that
coming.
present. Bang, straight back over Venning's head for a goal. So Mount Barker at the 15.5-minute mark, 2-4, and it's Goldie said Blackwood really haven't bothered to score on
Jane
the
J. Hill.
50-metre stats go, Jaden.
33 kicks to 31 in favour of Mount Barker at the moment, guys, but 9 inside 50s to 4, so more than doubled that count.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, Pistols. Is Ryan Dykesman the runner for Blackwood there?
I think it could be, yes, indeed. Of course, the injured skipper ball comes out here. There's a contest right in front of us.
Oh, watch out, picket fence.
He's going to come up here and have a chat with us as he's just bundled over the line there by the youngster in Fairman. And the ball up will come right in front of us in the commentary position. So, arriving there, here's a chance. Callens at ground. Was that in danger? No. Yes, it was in the end. So, Sammy Callens is the reigning best and fairest for the Mount Barker Football Club. Murphy medal. So what's on offer for Callens? Bit of indecision and goes up the wing area. Will it carry? It's close to the boundary line. In fact, it's out over the line, says the academy boy. And the resultant free kick will be going to Respawn.
Someone will come out from the club rooms here.
There he is, Baldacera. So he brings it back.
Yep, Baldacera, half forward line. Good spoil there by Brooks. Could have been push out. Matt Tuck started on the bench. Involved there in the tackle. Toe poke forward by Troy Hocking. Here's a chance for Ray. She's going head-to-head against Bennett. Bennett brings the ball back in with a handball. Oh, Matt Tuck sliding in there. Could have been dangerous, but not paid. Umpire coming in. So a ball-up situation. This is as far as Blackwood have got in this first term. Let's see if they can get a goal from this situation. Rucks go at it. Ball out the back, out towards the boundary line, and that's where it's gone. So 17-minute mark, Mount Barker are 2-4. Blackwood yet to score, but they've got an opportunity here. Pistols from the boundary throw in about, 40 metres out from goal. So
right forward pocket, ruck contest. Warburg got his hands to it, goes to ground level. Cullen's trying to work his way through. Ball comes out here. It's a chance for young Wender. Meantime, the whistle's gone from umpire Brooks, and it'll be a free kick. It's going to go to the agency of Phoenix Lines.
Yep.
Just crossed over from Onkers. So nurses the ball up the line towards a teammate.
Oh, Big Hines is down
Big
there.
Hines. He's a long way from home, right in front of the scoreboard. Bundled out over the boundary line. So the academy boy, as he disappears over the pickets, head towards Nan to retrieve the ball. It's the score 2-4 to Blackwood, yet to get on the board here on the Call to Wild. 17.5 minutes gone in the first term. Brought to you by those wonderful people at Fitzner Furniture. 50 years of experience, Goldie.
Sensational. Boundary umpires today, Jesse Filmer and Lockie Wirtz, along with Mitchell Pumphrey. So get around those lads. Free kick here by the umpire, which is Tom McLean. Looks like it's going to go the Woods way here. And the ball's down the other end of the ground. So
Adams, I think, Goldie.
Adams, yeah. So
still best and fairest for the Adelaide Uni Football Club.
Yep. Adams, opportunity to kick the ball forward. Aish will be the target. Well, one of them. Here he goes. Aish on the lead. Goes to, over the back of him. Tuck. Ball's dangerous position here. And it's held up.
And the big man's out there. Big Henry Spur for his second A-grade game.
Oh, we saw him in round
third
one.
A-grade career, yeah.
So, ball up situation. Callan's involved. Ball out the back of the pack. Kai Tucker around the action. Snap forward. I think that might have been Adams. High ball. Didn't go to 15. Jamie Grouch got a few touches in this first term. Scrappy period. Adams involved again. Tried to get the handball out. Ball's just flicked out. Henry Bruce, look away, handball over the top. Trying to soccer the ball forward there. Look like Marshall Howe involved. It's a real scrappy period here.
Adams again. Took one to the melon.
Here's a chance for the Roos on the counter-attack. Damasi Pistols.
Yeah, Damasi finally gets some clear space. Puts it up here. Contest there. Rivermore involved. Sport,
there we go. Houlihan.
Socket forward. So here's the foot race on now. Clark. Usain Bolt style will be the first to get there. Cavalry closes as he chips it across and finds a teammate in Reynolds.
Let's see if this kicks a little bit better for the Woods defenders.
So Mark Reynolds, plenty of experience for the Blackwood Football Club. Deep in the back lines, undecided.
Hang on.
This way, that way. I tell you, he's going to run himself into trouble. That's another forgettable moment for him. And Moore
good work
finally just dumped over the boundary by Big Hines.
Hines.
So not the best of starts for Reynolds.
Defence. Yep.
No, as we said, coming out to 20 minutes gone, 2-4 plays, no score.
Big Hines doing the ruck work, paddles it down. Here's a chance for Callens. Got a handball out, tried to get it to Marcy. Counter attack through the woods outside of defensive 50. Lines went up, or 2 lines went up. The back of the bus. Here's a chance. Kick forward there.
Cooper Cookey, that was.
Kupke. So the Roos got the ball on the half-forward line. Here's a chance for Henry Bruce. Tried to get it onto Damasi. Oh, that's a free kick. No, not paid. Thought he earned one there. Oh, the Blackwood player's kicking the wrong way, is he?
Young Matters. So luckily,
Unless he's-
fortuitously,
he might have found it. Maybe that was
maybe it was a
meant.
deliberate ploy.
21-minute mark.
Found his defender in the back, which is a Venning. So he goes out wide to the pocket, direction of Clark.
Slippery
ball.
conditions out there.
Oh, good work out there for the Roos. Oh, taken high there. Perhaps was the Blackwood play. Yes, it was. Looks like it might be Dunn, I think. Nathan Dunn, as said, reigning best and fairest.
Taking over the captaincy at the moment.
Yep, with Ryan Dykesman, who is actually
Doing the
running
running.
Goldies. He wanders out there. Up towards Adams, who's taken a few hits already in this game. Barker gets support there. Ball comes back there.
Kupke.
Kupke.
Oh, that's high. No?
Stripped of the ball there. Tipped the handball. I think it was Roscoe Go Brooks. Finally, the ball
Lines.
comes back high. Kick by the Roos. We don't want any more rain. And it falls safely in the hands of a teammate out wide.
Yep. Kick forward here for Mount Barker. Got a few repeat forward entries. Hines the target. Good work there by Blackwood's defence, holding it out. Ball pops out the back. Here's a chance through Edward Vandenberg out towards the boundary line. And it's gone out of bounds. So we head towards the 22-minute mark. Austin, any thoughts at the moment?
Yeah, it definitely looks like we're playing a little bit more cleaner footy at the moment. Obviously, it is a bit scrappy, but I think we know how to play the ground. And in these sort of conditions, you just got to get the ball forward and let your little men do what they can.
So quick hands from Adam, gets out towards Vandenberg. He thought about socking as Adams had foiled it up, grabs the ball, flicks a handball out here to Fairman, I think it is. Gets a hurried kick forward.
Lines.
Only as far as Lines. Takes a defensive mark right on the edge of the centre square. He quickly puts the ball across here. Finds Ethan Field. Field of Dreams. Inside the centre square. So Field gets
back to Malachi.
Puts it out wide here. Worthley stretches in opposition to Reynolds. Ball comes. Here's Spawn crashing his way. Draws the player.
Aish,
Puts the handball
first
to
touch.
Aish. Gives it back to the runner. Reynolds. See what he can do with this time. Hooks it back on the left. But it's all Mount Barker back there. Defensive
Bennett.
mark taken by his former teammate Bennett.
Sweeping handball over the top. Look, see how they go here. Back to Bennett's. Handball over the top in turn. Finds Lines. He goes towards centre half back area. Samuel Callens. Matt Tuck on the mark. So Callens looking for a runner. Goes back to Malachi Lines, who can do a lot of this. Tried to get it to Stokes. Back to Samuel Callens. Taken here by Ethan Bell, the first goal kicker. On to Lines. So he's got a few touches in that possession play. Down now to... Oh, watch out! Big Hines coming out at full bore there. Nice work by Rivermore, holding it up. Woods' defence under enormous pressure. Umpire coming in, and Blackwood have...
Big Hines just steaming through like the 3 o'clock express from Wistow there, Goldie. Just taking a few with him.
Yes.
Like to see that.
2-4, Mount Barker Blackwood yet to score 23-minute mark. We'll go to Jaden J shortly with some stats that have captured his eye in his first term. Kick out towards the wing by the Woods.
So Venning puts it out wide. Teammate there, I think it's Fairman, nurses the ball forward. Ace just completely misread that, storming through his Roscoe Brooks, puts it up there.
Houlihan
trying to get involved.
Oh, that's
lurking
high.
dangerously.
Yep.
Waldron just disposes of his opponent there. So Houlihan, of course, played 38 VFL games for the Bombers. Unfortunately, couldn't cricket for an AFL game. Of course, reserves and under 18s premierships at Sturt. So runs cleverly around his opponent on the mark, sets sail for goal. I tell you, that's an early contender for the Mount Barker Crane hire. Goal of the day, Goldie.
Fantastic, Austin. That was brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. That's just what Jordan does, really. He's got good legs and good idea of what to do. So, yeah, I love it.
Of course, son of Darren, is that right?
Yeah, the legendary Bots.
Let's have a look at this one again. Oh, beautiful. Sold a bit of candy, off he went. Thanks very much. Round Waldron, goals. So that's the Roos third. Jaden J. Hill.
Cheers, thanks, Goldie. So that's 50 kicks now for Mount Barker compared to 43 for Blackwood, and 41 handballs to 23 in favour of Mount Barker, so dominating in that count.
Inside 50 count?
Inside 50 count, 15 to 7.
So back in the centre, Baxter will take on Warbett. There's Tuck working into the game. As said, missed last week. Gets a high kick towards half forward. The bounce will be important here. Well trapped by Fairman. Good pressure from the G-banger and Groucho.
Oh, nice work.
But Fairman follows up well. Well done, young man. Second year of
very
footy.
good.
Well done by Hocking. Tracks it around the corner.
There
I
we
tell
go.
you what, that's just as good as the one at the other end as Hocking puts the first one on the board for the Woods.
First goal here.
25 minutes and first goal, yes. Senior A-grade football at the summit for the Blackwood Football Club through the agency of Hocking.
Yeah, what a great goal it was. Let's have a look at the replay here. Nice work by Fairman, keeping the ball alive against a couple of roos. Snaps the ball inside 50. Well controlled by Hocking and didn't need much space there to work his way around the goal and put Cropton and says all clear.
So great goal, just the one they needed. As I said, dying minutes of this opening term. Looked like it was going to be a bit of a drought for them, but they've finally got a goal, a score on the board. So 3-4 plays, 1 goal here on the Caldwell. First term at the Summit Park in Mount Barker, brought to you by Fitzner Furniture. And thank you very much for their support of Caldwell and also the Mount Barker Football Club. So back in the centre will be the experience of Warbett. The leaper was Baxter. Warbett got it down, but in the meantime,
don't know about that.
Could have been the other way. Anyway,
siren.
Descent has been shown. They've played on, unfortunately, so they've missed opportunity of a shot after the siren. So Big Yarn says, I was standing my ground. But anyway, umpire McLean just giving a little bit of a lecture there. Could it be a 50-metre penalty for descent when the quarter starts? But anyway, quarter time. We'll be back shortly just to review the first term. Mount Barker leading 22 points to 6 here on the Caldwell.
Is our year for celebrating Fitzner Furniture's 50th anniversary. 5 decades of beautiful furniture, crafted by hand and with heart. 22 years as South Australia's original and award-winning stressless stockist. And now, also the destination for premium European-designed outdoor furniture. Fitzner Furniture, where good design lasts forever. Welcome back to the Call of the Wild. Of course, coming from the Summit Sports Park in Mount Barker, Round 8, Hills Football League Division 1 action. And at the moment, it's Mount Barker hosting Barkaroos in front, 3-4 to 1 straight goal from Blackwood. Goal kickers Bell, DeMacy and Houlihan from Mount Barker, and Hocking raising the Woods goal late in that first term. So just thoughts on it. Joined this afternoon. Special comments, Austin Abraham. Austin, just your thoughts on that Barkaroo perspective.
Yeah, good first quarter. Obviously, got some goals on the scoreboard. I think so far this year we've probably been a little bit inaccurate. So, kicking a few goals from the get-go is probably definitely good.
And, of course, Jaden J. Hill with some stats. And also, Jaden, you ventured out there at quarter time. Can you just give us an update on the conditions, the ground conditions, and also the breeze, if any?
Yes, no breeze at all, really. A pretty good service. Obviously, a little bit muddy near the centre circle, but nothing to worry about at all. Pretty good surface down there. So, just some stats: 51 kicks to 46 in favour of Mount Barker. Handballs 41 to 24, so dominating that count. Marks 16 to 14 in favour of Mount Barker. Tackles 42 each, so the pressure was on. Blackwood was actually winning that count for most of the quarter, but Mount Barker's pressure late in that quarter was pretty good. And the ruck hit-outs 11 to 4 in favour of Blackwood. Inside 50s 15 to 9, and that score of 6 for Blackwood was also their lowest first quarter score for the year so far. So they unfortunately didn't get off to the greatest start, Blackwood, but obviously getting that late goal there.
Once again, Pistols on the Call of the Wild Facebook page, also Hills Football League Facebook page and Filming Footy YouTube. A few comments here on the Hills Football League page. Daniel Lowe said, appreciate the call out. Hard to watch from the lounge chair, however, great to see Denham and the group doing well today because that was the reserves. Yep. Gary Reynolds said there should be a ban on long sleeves. Straight to the point there.
Fantastic. And
half time, we're going to have a chat to Dave Richardson, of course, the president of Blackwood.
And it's thank you to our sponsors, Fitzner Furniture, for the first quarter. Now, the second term about to start for Zandcott Recruitment, Goldie, and they're actually the Australia's only nationwide 100% Indigenous owned and operated full-service recruitment company.
Fantastic.
So fantastic work by them as umpire Tommy McLean getting ready to commence the second term. Crowd spilling over the pickets here.
That's great. We had quite a bit of a downpour leading into the pre-match ceremony, but right now it's like spring conditions, so it's beautiful.
Spring conditions in autumn. You can't get any better than that here in Adelaide Hills. Second term, as I said, for Zandcott Recruitment. It sounds like the timekeeper's here, waiting for the... they've gone to sleep. And, and we're underway, term 2. So Baxter, the leaper, gets it down. Warbett follows up. Ground level, good work there. Looks like it was Ethan Bell, ringer.
Kicked the first goal of the match at the 2-minute mark. Goal kickers so far, Bell, Damasi and Houlihan.
So we'll go again. Warbett, front position, Baxter at the top, got down to Spawn. Scragged as he tried to control it. Good work there by Callan's got some ball for the handball. Well done by Spawn, followed up nicely. Can he get the ball to advantage? Yes, he does. Puts it forward towards the forward pocket. There's a chance for big Henry Spur. Bundled off the ball. Oh, good gather there by Lyons. At the mark, Malarkey style. Gives it to Callens. Gives it back here to Bell. Ringer ding ding. Goes straight down the centre. Chance there of teammate. Oh, was he grabbed onto? No, said the umpire. Taken it by Moore. Interesting looking disposal there. He's got the teammate. Hacks it up to the wing area. Here's a chance for Spawn. Gathers it nicely. Oh, intercepted there. He tried to get the ball to Siri. Intercepted by Baxter. Gets it back to Bell. Bell puts it inside 50. Here's a chance for Waldron. Good defensive ball. Ball comes to ground. Venning. Can he mop up? Good tackle applied on him by, I think it's Billy Stokes. Held up is the call.
All right. So, Roos have got the ball half forward line. They lead 3-4 to 1 goal. Half forward line for them. Oh, here's a chance for Damasi. He kicked a goal in that first term. Flying shot at goal. Put Crompton says just to the left. That's a minor score. So, Roos with 8 scoring shots there. 3-5. Blackwood 1 goal. 1.5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Of course, second quarter action brought to you by Zandcott Recruitment. Sponsors for them will go through as well throughout the day, and Blackwood as well. So the Woods with the kick out here. Hocking the goal kicker for them in the first term. So here's a chance for Blackwood. Move the ball out of the side of defensive 50 out towards the scoreboard area. Handball inboard by Worthley. Here's a chance for Lyons. Kick forward and it finds Henry Bruce. So Henry Bruce will have an opportunity here to kick his first, the vice captain. What are your thoughts on Austin? Usually a good kick, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely a good kick. Better with the hands, I reckon. Doesn't like kicking too much, but I back him here. I reckon he'll kick it straight through.
I've seen him kick some running goals this year for the Roos.
Of course, won the Rob Clovier Interleague medal. Was the best player for the Hills in rep games last year, Goldie.
Yep, spent a bit of time at South Adelaide.
Best and fairest in under 18s. Puts it high to the point of the square.
Oh, big
Comes
times.
to ground.
Shovel through.
Finally
One
shoveled through by Venning for a minor score. So 2 behinds raised in this second term for Mount Barker. It's Blackwood there.
Well, Blackwood have had a quarter now, just over a quarter to get used to the new ground. So first half part of this quarter will be interesting. So the Woods kick it out towards the half back flank. Good pick up there by bowler Sarah.
Just wanted to waltz over the line there, AFL style. It would have been perhaps a little bit deliberate, but got away with it.
Boundary throw in half forward line for the Roos. Bell, Damasi and Houlihan goal kicks for them in the first time. Bruce, chain of handballs, ends with Damasi. Didn't want to go with the right foot, went with the outside of the left, out towards the boundary line, check side style, and Houlihan slides into the fence, and that's deliberate out of bound, or not deliberate, last touch rule, so the Woods are away.
So Reynolds takes the ball out of wing, puts it up there. Cavalry arrives from Mount Barker in the agency there.
Lines,
is it? Ball comes backwards,
Phoenix
comes to
involved.
Brooks.
Yep. Brooks.
Skipper, underground handball, bouncing handball, intercepted here by Lately, the big man. His kick was smothered by Baxter. Lately follows it up nicely though. Interesting story lately. Won the C grade best and fairest last year for Blackwood. Here he is playing A grade. Centre half forward, most difficult position on the field. So bit of talent. So big leaper there was Baxter, got it down. Callan sweeps it out wide. I think this is Worthley.
Yep.
On the outside, gets it forward. Camp Dunnett was done and takes one of his trademark defensive intercept marks.
Yep. So captain today, Nathan Dunn takes the mark, half back flank, outer side. Picket fence line in the background here at the summit. Goes with a short pass, finds Reynolds. The old 1-2. Off goes Reynolds on the left boot, kicks it towards the outer side wing area. Big pack. Warbett was up. Lines, handball over the top. I think the 1-2 with the brothers there combining. Dangerous ball. Henry Bruce goes in there. Beautiful hands. Lovely stuff. Austin Abraham talked about his handball work. Stokes off to the races. Turns his player inside out. Goes deep inside attacking 50. Hines was the target. Ball hits the deck. Damasi's got Houlihan running back for him in the goal square. Opts to go with the low handball pistol to Worthley. Here's a chance for Stokes.
So Stokes straightens up, then chips it forward. Here's a chance for Big Hines. Fortuitously Gavs it, gets it back to Bell. Ringer puts it forward, bouncing ball in the goal square. Venning arrives for Blackwood and just pushes it over the line to concede the behind.
Mm-hmm. Blackwood sponsors today, of course, Cattle Crash Repairs, Edenwood Autos, and Lowe's Meat Co. Pistols get involved there.
Absolutely. 3 snags in the Butchers this week with a good B grade win. Handballed out there by Spawn. Comes back to him. Shows a bit of pace. Reese nurses up the line. Intercepted though for the Roos.
Baxter, is it?
I think it's young Baxter, the spindly ruckman.
Yep.
Hands it
Callens.
back here to Callens. He goes long. Oh, that's a very good grab there by Payne. Payne with 15 goals for the season. Nurses it further forward. Here's a chance for Big Hines.
First shot.
Around the corner, shot in the goal square.
Henry Bruce.
Henry to Bruce.
Hey, Austin, can you just tell us a little... Oh, hang
You'll
on.
run
Henry's off to the
here.
races here. Snap round the corner. Thanks for coming. That's their 4th. Just Dale Payne, can you just tell us a little bit about him? Because he's in good form at the moment. 15 goals for the season.
Yeah, Dale Payne is definitely good. I think he's really good mates with Ross Brooks. So came across. I think he had some time off with some injuries, but played down in the
BLNG and
Murray Ridge League as well. Yeah, played for Ramblers, I believe. So very, very handy player, as you could probably see up forward, and can run through the midfield as well.
So Mount Barker just pushing out the advantage here.
Mount Barker sponsors today. Fitness Furniture, 50 years going strong. Zancott Recruitment, second quarter sponsor. Mount Barker Crane Hire, Turning Point Career, Coaching and Consultancy. Fantastic. Thanks for getting involved today in this big match.
So Baxter gets it down, stolen away by Spawn. Now here's a chance for the Woods as they go inside 50. Foot races on. First to get to be young Winder.
Yep.
Gives it to a teammate lately who's really set upon there by Ross Brooks. Close to
nice
the boundary
work.
line. It's still in. Dispossessed. Here's a chance for Adams. Tried to get his boot to it, but held up again. And
good smother.
Smothered kick
Brusco
there
Brooks.
from Zach Venning. Good to see him back because son of Diva. First A grade game for the season.
Get some stats
The
shortly.
academy boy.
Stats shortly from Jaden J. Hill. Boundary throw in, half forward line for the Woods. 1 goal on the board so far, the Hocking for them. Here's a chance for Spawn. Bursts away from the pack. What will he do here from 50? Goes right to the top of the goal scare, but last year it would have been a mark to his teammate, but that's Daniel Bennett. He kicks the ball out towards Worthley. So the Roos on the counter-attack. Pistols using the outer side wing here.
Here's a chance out here, pumping the little legs. Will it sit for him? Is Stuart Lee. Lee goes further forward.
Oh,
and,
Houlihan.
Good mark by Houlihan.
Good mark. With the sleeves on.
So Houlihan, his old man actually always used to wear long sleeve Guernsey too. Bots. So further afield, over the back of the pack.
Here's Payne. Speak of the devil.
As Austin Abraham said, he's a goal kicker. And you can see why that's a fantastic finish there.
On the non-preferred there, Austin, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. Payne's a right-footer, but I can reckon he's dangerous on both sides, so as we saw.
So as we mentioned, he had 15 for the season. He's now made that 16 with a very good finish there.
Just floating down into space here.
Bring the ball down over the back of the pack. Well grabbed, had a quick look and around the corner. No problems. Umpire Podmaster says straight through.
So Dale Payne's first, Mount Barker's fifth. They're second for the quarter, and they've got a handy little break here, 31 points. Jane J. Hill, stats that matter.
Geez, thanks, Goldie. So 23 kicks to 13 in favour of Mount Barker, 20 handballs to 10 in favour of Mount Barker, as well as 13 tackles to 9 in favour of the Roos, and 9 forward 50s to 2 as well in favour of the Roos.
So
big leap there by Baxter.
9 minutes gone and second turn brought to you by Zancott Recruitment. Goldie said Baxter brought the ball down. Big Warbit fell over the top of it, so still in the side of the centre circle. So umpire McLean tosses it up. Baxter trying to work his way, got the knock down, taken by Adams, dispossessed, went back for a second bite at the cherry, tackled there by DeMacy. So we haven't moved far from the centre circle there, Goldie.
No, we haven't. Inside 50s, Jaden, just for this quarter so far.
9-2 in favour of Mount Barker.
Alrighty, there you go, and we've gone 10 minutes in the second term, so the Roos just pressing here a bit. Half forward line for them. Nice work. That was Ryan Babasi involved. Over the top. Chain of handballs involved with Hartland. Kick forward though by the Roos. Houlihan's the target. Went up. Whoa! Bang! Hitting the deck hard there. I think that was Waldron.
Yeah.
We might have a look at that again. That's gone
Matty Waldron
out of bounds, and he's slowly getting to his feet. That was a fair clash around the half forward line.
It's a melon into the ground.
Worthley involved with the kick forward, and then Houlihan, Waldron, bang.
Ooh, yes.
Spawn as well.
Yeah. So,
Nice
the boundary strike,
Tomio.
ball held in there. Appealing for a free kick there. Mr. Macy, I think it is, but
Waldron slowly getting to his feet here.
Yeah, actually, umpire McLean just stopping the game because there is concern down back behind play to the left of your screen for Waldron. Blackwood medical staff right there.
He's a bit
got
dazed.
to his feet, but looks like he will be coming off, so the game will be held off, possibly for the blood rule.
While I was doing that, J. Hill and then Austin, just from some thoughts. Oh, hang on, we've got to play here, Pistol, so we'll get to that shortly. Ball on the outer side wing. Warbett wins that down. Callan's around the action. I think he was doing the roughing there. He's gone out of bounds. As big man Waldron comes off the ground. Hopefully he's all right. Get a bit of a test. Blackwood 1 goal. Mount Barker kicking away here, 5-7.
So DeMacy.
Yep, DeMacy.
Hacks the ball forward.
Houlihan.
Racing through there. Houlihan becoming a real influence here. Got
Stokes.
Stokes, so it's round the corner. Here's Big Hyde's coming out. Ooh,
That could have been ugly.
could have been ugly. River Morgan involved. Here's a chance here for Lee. Shoots out the handball here around the corner.
Oh,
Just
goalkeeping.
touched on the line. I think that was
Tyson Clark,
Babasi,
was it?
Yes, Ryan Babasi. Almost a freakish goal, but touched on the line.
Good work there by Tyson Clark, last line of the fence.
So 2-4 to Blackwood yet to score in this quarter, Benny, and we've played 12 minutes, so Blackwood would certainly want to get a hurry on.
Yeah, they would. So kick out of defence there. It's taken by Samuel Matters.
This first year senior Colt footballer last year in the premiership team.
Yep. A little bit of frustration here, and Blackwood just can't get the ball forward at the moment. Got J. Hill stats showing that.
Spur,
gone
the
out
big
of
man.
bounds. Hey, Austin, any thoughts at the moment? Mount Barker just have the game in control here, 32 points.
Yeah, they look pretty comfortable at the moment. Like I said, it's probably one of those grounds where you just got to know when you got a handball, when you got a kick. It seems like we're sort of taking advantage a little bit of the ground and how to work it.
So great pressure. Mount Barker have realised the challenge today and they brought some great pressure. It's epitomised there.
Yep.
Some good pressure from DeMacy.
Who's got
Take
it?
a free kick off of Spawn, harassed Spawn, so he illegally disposed it. So DeMacy right in front of their commentary spot. Left footer centres the ball, but it should fall straight in the hands of a Blackwood player there in Hocking.
So Hocking kicked the only goal for the Woods in that first term. Switches play out there to a teammate in Samuel Venning. He goes straight up the middle of the ground, just trying to work their way around this ground at the moment. Blackwood, half back line. Clark kicks the ball to half forward. He's got Spawn running for him here over the back, but that man Lyons again, mopping up brilliantly. Of course, a few years down at, I think it was at Phoenix involved there, sorry. I was talking about Malachi, but of course he's involved at Onkers. Both extremely talented brothers. Kick forward. Hines the target. Good spoil there by Dunn. Hines, good second effort. Soups it up to Henry Bruce. Sweeping handball over the top to that danger man, Dale Payne. But the free kick here to the Roos.
Yeah, infringed as Hines got rid of it. Umpire McLean has ruled.
Oh, here we go. Billy Stokes. He kicks the ball inside 50. Usually a good user of the ball. And there's that man Payne again, Austin. And he started to cause some havoc in the forward line.
I told you he's a deadly man, so don't want him near the ball.
That's why we got you on, because of your expertise in Mount Barker here, Aussie. So, Payne, for his second goal of the term, he kicked the last one at the 8-minute mark. We're now 13, 14 minutes in. So, Payne, back-to-back goals for the Roos. He's got a high kick, wedge shot, and a four hands in the last line defence by Reece Spawn. Right behind the behind post, or behind the veranda post. So Spawn undecided. He's going to bring it up the wing area, which he does. Very close to the line, in fact. Oh, interesting contest there. Young Wender getting involved. Last touch. Yes, it's paid out in the
Phoenix
field, so free Phoenix, the rising of the Phoenix.
Yep.
Because Onka Valley football returning home this year.
And he'll kick the ball yet again inside 50 for Roos. We'll get stats from Jaden shortly. Deep ball, 30 metres out from goal for Mount Barker. Dangerous position. Shovelled out. Stokes is lurking. Spawn happy to see it go out of bounds. That's where it goes.
I tell you what, Benny's one of their best attacking footballers, Reece Spawn in midfield, but he's doing a power work in defence at the wrong end of the ground for him at the moment.
Yep, just trying to keep it at bay. Midway through this second term, 32-point margin for the Roos. They've kicked 2 goals in this term to Henry Bruce and Dale Payne. That's a high tackle.
Yep.
Copped it across the chops there as Henry Bruce. He's kicked the goal in this term. And J Hill, stats that matter.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So it's actually 65 disposals to 31 at the moment. So Mount Barker absolutely dominating. 19 tackles to 17 in favour of Mount Barker. So they've also dominating that count. 13 inside 50, so 14 now inside 50s to 2. So
for this quarter?
For this quarter at the moment.
All right.
So Bruce will kick from some 40 to 45 metres. Rivermore on the mark. Bruce has got enough on it.
No, good kick.
Indeed. I tell you what, Austin Abraham said he's pretty good with his hands. I tell you, this quarter he's been pretty good with his boot there. Austin, second goal.
Yeah, he's doing all right. Doesn't mind a little cheeky goal. Put $10 on him for any time goal scorer, I reckon.
There you go.
All right, so we've played nearly 16 minutes of the second term. Of course, being brought to you here at the Summit by Zancott Recruitment, who deliver labour hire and temporary staffing services. And of course, they're Australia's only nationwide 100% Indigenous owned and operated full service recruitment company. And what could be more topical than on a day-to-day Indigenous round?
Very special pre-game ceremony and also half-time. I think they're going to go through the mural as well. Again, Pistol, so a great day here at Roo Park. Phoenix, I think that's Phoenix line. Malachi Lyons kicks the ball towards the half-forward line, mopped up here in defence by Venning. He's got quite a few touches. Now, Blackwood's defence have certainly been under pressure at the moment.
So Reynolds
6-8 to 1 goal. Reynolds kicks it up the wing area over the top. Lyons mapping up in defence, gets it onto Billy Stokes. Has used the ball well in this quarter so far, setting up a goal to Payne.
Baxter.
Here's Baxter looking for some support. Finds the captain in Ross Brooks. Kicks the ball further afield, half forward line, and there's that man Jordan Houlihan flying high, taking one of the marks of the day.
Great mark, caught behind Boulder Sarah's goal.
And the big man Hines almost marked it. Good smother. Hines paddles it on, and it's wrapped up. Oh no, popped out the back to Marcy. And the whistle's gone, but what a great mark there by Jordan Houlihan.
Yeah. Boulder Sarah had the front sit, but that incredible leap that he has
Houlihan, we've seen him pull in some great marks over the year. In fact, I think he won VFL Mark of the Year when he was with the Bombers. Austin?
Yeah, he took a huge hanger. I think he's one of those.
Yeah, that's right.
One of those things he's had since he was a kid. So I think from 14, 15, he's been able to take some real good marks.
Yeah, as I said, he's a pretty
Darren,
good
a good marker of the
Darren,
ball?
a spectacular mark, so we can see where that came from.
The real bots, Darren.
So, River Moore, I think it is, in the back line.
Oh, no, it's happened again.
No, they could make them pay here. Hines, unfortunately, just let him off the...
There's 2 of those in the match so
Wow,
far.
just unforced errors are costing the Roos, the Woodsman here. So, Venning, this is a better kick. Although Adams had to stretch to take the mark in the end. Got the ball half-back flanker. He tries a little dinky up the line, and once again, turned it over. Scott Preble, the coach down here, will be absolutely nonplussed. We can see him down there. Just stands there and just shakes his head as DeMacy just accepts another Christmas present. So DeMacy will kick towards the left of screen. The Summit end of the ground from about 48 metres. Ball will hold up. Once again a big leap over the back, but finally forced through by Warbett for another behind. So Mount Barker, 3-goal 6 this term to Blackwood yet to score. Are they kicking away their chances here at Austin?
Yeah, it looks like I told you start of the game that we're not kicking very accurately this year, so might have to sort of follow up on that.
So Kai Tucker, I haven't seen a lot of him this afternoon. Goldie gets a touch, puts it out the wing here. He's got a loose man here in Hocking. Troy Hocking takes the mark in front of the coaching box. Nurses up the line to Fairman, I think, in the shadows of the grandstand. Well populated this afternoon. Why not? Big crowd in the house for Indigenous round at the Summit. So
Hocking's got the ball. Oh,
Fairman
with the ball. Kicks it from the wing position towards the half-forward line. Backing back there. Good mark. Taking by Kupke. He switches it out towards Worthley. So they've got a bit of run here on the outer side, the Roos. Here's a chance for Bruce to get on the end of it. Who's he got in turn? So slick movement from the Roos finds Damien Hines. Almost a transition play to remember there for Mount Barker, but it's held up just around from the scoreboard.
good spoil there by Dunn. Of course, Reynolds coming to help him, but held up by Hines. But, geez, they're looking dangerous, Mount Barker. Those two big forwards there.
20-minute mark. Got a handy 40-point lead against the Woods here. So here's a chance for Callan. Snaps the ball yet again towards the 50 mark. Just outside at the moment.
Oh, good smother.
Good smother there, stopping the ball from going inside the attacking 50 through Howe. But here's a second chance. Ethan Bell kicks the ball forward and finds Jordan Houlihan on the end of it. So the Deputy Vice Captain sets up Jordan Houlihan, who should go back here and look forward to nailing the Roos 7th for the match. They've kicked 6-10. Blackwood stuck on one goal. JJ Hill, stats that matter.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So 46 kicks to 27, 18 inside 50s to 2 in favour of Mount Barker. So absolutely dominating that count.
Yep, damning stat that one. It's Houlihan. Probably the worst bloke you can think of to have the ball.
Kicked 6 last week, kicked
28.
28 for the season, 1 today.
I wasn't going to say he can't miss this. Then we'll put the knockers on him, and he hasn't missed.
So the Roos go to 7-10. Blackwood 1 goal. And Austin, they're looking very good as we head towards red time in the second term.
Yeah, I reckon Andrew will be pretty happy with how the boys are sort of turning up with this game after last week. So keep it up.
Any chance you can get into the change rooms at half time for a bit of a...
Yeah, I'll go have a suss.
Good man.
Good man. It'll bring us what's happening at the coalface. That's what we like to have here on the Call with the Wild and Trust. You're enjoying a worldwide stream. Of course, the second term here brought to you by Zancott Recruitment. Good sponsor of the Mount Barker Football Club on the special Indigenous round here at the Summit. Good conditions, good crowd in the house. Blackwood trying to get back into this game. DeMacy's been busy in this first half. Hacks one forward. Here's a chance for Bell. Will it sit for him? Young Madison, good pressure applied by him. Bouncing ball from the grandstand. Once again, it's DeMacy. I think he's followed up well. Flicks the ball out here. Crashing through is Eduardo Vandenberg. And the ball out over the boundary line in front of the packed grandstand here. Goalie 22 minutes expired here. And Blackwood with just the one scoring shot, which was a goal, about the same time in the first term. So they've virtually been held scoreless for a term of football.
Yep.
And just on that, guys, Blackwood haven't been scoreless in the second quarter this year. So
well, there you go. There you go. We've got one. And that's a very short quarter.
Made. Well, the siren has gone as a goal premature here. Well, apparently, technical issue here might have. Well, this could be a sensation here. Umpire McLean is just a. Wow.
No.
You've got it all in a call the wild. Confusion reigns. Perhaps they're going to bring out another smoking ceremony, boys.
Yeah, no.
They're all gathering on the
Bit
field.
of drama like last night.
No.
Maybe, well, it would
Whoa.
be normally, but it's a late start, isn't it?
It is a late start, so maybe it's set for a certain time. Good point there, Goldie. Maybe it's an automated
Maybe it's an
system.
automatic sort. Yeah,
That's a
that's
very
right.
good point.
Back to it.
So just talk
Opportunity.
amongst yourselves as we resume the game here.
All good.
22 minutes gone. Second term. Umpire McLean says, no, boys, you can't go and have an early drink. We're back in action. So once again, the ruckman Gava comes down to Adams, hacks it forward for the Woods as they go inside 50 for no. Thought that might be the third time for the quarter, but
Hang
no.
on, James has forgot that he's meant to be filming still.
No.
James. That's all right. Okay, he's all right. Good. Back to
So,
it.
ball
Everyone's
comes
back.
out here. All under control here, Goldie. No panic
good.
stations. Rivermore lurking.
All good.
But it looks like a free kick might have been paid here to Houlihan. Infringed by Venning in that marking contest.
All right, we're back.
So
in.
perhaps Blackwood would have wished that the siren had it gone early. So Houlihan with a chance here to kick consecutive goals in this extended second term. Infringed here.
23-minute mark, I think, Pistols. Well, it's stuck on 22-23.
Yeah, confusion reigns here at the
We've
summit.
got the clock here. It's 24 minutes.
Yeah, 24 minutes has just ticked over here on the Call of the Wild time clock. So, Houlihan to take a shot to be about 40 metres out. Slide angle towards the summit end. No problems with
No
that.
troubles at all.
So-
Thanks for coming.
Third goal to term for Houlihan. And fifth for Mount Barker. Austin. So the Roos. Extended period of play has been beneficial for them.
Yeah, we're looking good. Wouldn't mind that. And I think Andrew would be happy, like I said before.
Jane J. Hill, just those stats. We know it's one-way traffic in this quarter, though.
Yeah, sure is, Goldie. 20 inside 50s to 3 in favour of Mount Barker, 50 kicks to 29 in favour of the Roos, as well as 26 to 23 tackles and 35 to 14 in the handballs as well. And if Mount Barker score one more goal, it could be a bit of a record start here, boys.
So back in the centre, Warbett flicks it over the back. Here's Tuck, and he gave it a ball. Met strongly by Grouch. Tuck butters up, held the ball at ground level. But Blackwood just looking well. Don't know. Would have been very happy this time last week.
Score is 8-10 to 1 goal at the moment, Pistols, by the way.
Okay, so ball up once again. Warbett backs to the leaper. Ball comes towards Tuck again. This time he gets a quick kick away. Direction of Phoenix. He's Fairman. He was clean bowled. Oh, coming in hard there was Worthley. Packed Gava.
This would have to be probably their best first half of the year, you'd have to say.
Yeah, well, a game that counts for him because, as we said, both sides coming in 5 wins apiece, separated by percentage. But certainly the Roos in command at the moment. Scrappy ball there. Vandenberg has a chance for Adams. Quick hands back out to Vandenberg on the left. Top of the score. Ace fumbles what he should have taken. Made it very hard for himself.
Second scoring shot, though.
Of the match.
Here's a chance for Lyons. Kicks the ball out of the fence to Billy Stokes. This is where they've done the damage. Counter-attacking. Oh, look at it. Run streaming forward. Thanks for coming. This is Callens. One bounce. Second bounce.
Catch me if you can,
This could be one of the goals of the year. He's a bit under pressure here. Goes backward for a little bit of support. Handball over the top. Here's Worthley. The player who gave it to him was dumped behind play.
Hang on. It could be a card here.
It is.
It is. Well, yeah, he's sent off for 10 minutes, so a bit of work for the timekeepers, I suppose, to...
Don't know if we can
is it Dunn?
check
Yes.
that out again.
Nathan Dunn has been for a crude stopping on
the young Roo. Who's that? Marshall Howe.
So Marshall Howe. Dunn leaves go to the sin bin for 10 minutes, so in the 26 or 27 minutes gone in his second term, unofficially, that could be costly for them. They'll start the second half a player down.
51
Blackwood.
points down as well.
So meanwhile, the ball has gone back. I think where are we?
Here we go, Pistols.
Catch me if you can,
Look for the
Leonardo
look for the
style.
player done.
Yeah, just with the body.
That's not a yellow card, though, is it? Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
action is with Howe. How will he go with this one, Austin?
That's their ninth.
Very good, he says.
9-10 to 1-1, Austin.
Looking very good. That's the way we want to start, and we're kicking more goals, so love it.
Okay, 6-goal term. Jane J. Hill, those stats just again.
Cheers, thanks guys. So yeah, 52 kicks to 31, 21 inside 50s now to Mount Barker, and 14 marks to 10 in favour of Mount Barker. So they're just about winning every count apart from the centre clearances.
I tell you, the
A
Blackwood
little bit
coaching-
too easy at the moment, Pistols.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Goldie, the Blackwood coaching staff down in front of us, they look a little bit nonplussed. How do we do this? Bit of a turnaround in form for them after beating the, seemingly unbeatable Hahndorf side last week. Here they are, they're getting a bit of a pants down situation here at the moment. They need to pull out something in the second half. This could get ugly.
10-10 to 1-1.
This chance for Spawn. Toe pokes the ball forward, coming out to meet it.
Hold that tackle, don't want to sling
Teammate
him.
Fairman in the orange boots. Ball held in there. So once again, umpire Brooks will come in and recommence play.
Oh, it's a 29-minute quarter, so it's quite lengthy. Stokes snaps the ball into the middle of the ground. 1-on-1 with the big man. Oh, handball. Nice. Tried to get it on there. Who was involved there? That was
Spur
Stuart
just
Lee involved. Spur around the action. And it's held up. Middle of the
Clark
ground.
at the bottom. Yep.
6-goal quarter for Mount Barker. Is that right?
Yeah, 6-5 to 1 behind.
Wow. Okay. They've turned it on. Adams. That's all right. Callens with the tackle. Kick forward by the Woods towards the half-forward line. Nice handball. I think that's Tucker involved, but it's cut out here by the Roos. Lyons. Malachi Lyons kicks it out towards his brother Phoenix. Of course, played last year for Onkers, a few years before that as well. Back at Roo Park this year after the last-ditched semi-final loss for the Dogs last year, Pistols against Lobethal.
So that one's blown out. You can see the scoreboard there at the
Now
moment.
we got a bit of movement.
9-10
9-10 to 1-1. Fix that up. There we go. That's
There we go.
half-time
This could
now.
be it.
Wait for the siren.
Wait for the siren officially.
There we go.
There it is. Finally, it's arrived. Half-time here on the Call of the Wild.
No, you're right.
I tell you, we must have a talk to the timekeepers afterwards to get what happened here. We get the Auditor General's Department in, I think, because no harm done. In fact, it was a benefit towards the Mount Barker Football Club. Jane J, just quickly, stats
Cheers.
that matter.
Thanks, Pistols. So yeah, 56 kicks to 32 in favour of Mount Barker there, with 21 inside 50s to 3. So really dominating those counts there, boys. And that's actually Blackwood's lowest second quarter score for the year, and it's actually the highest second quarter score by any team at this oval. With so well done to Mount Barker. So I reckon that's what was the score there? Yep, so well done. So 42 points there to Mount Barker, the highest second quarter score. Austin.
I might see I can get a bit of an inside word and see what Andrew has to say about the boys' performance, but I reckon it'll be all positive from here.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you very much. And we'll just be back for half time. We've got something special coming up. So stay with us here on the Call of the Wild. Come to you live from the summit in Mount Barker. Back with more shortly.
...2022 is our year for celebrating Fitzner Furniture's 50th anniversary. 5 decades of beautiful furniture, crafted by hand and with heart. 22 years as South Australia's original and award-winning stressless stockist. And now, also the destination for premium European-designed outdoor furniture. Fitzner Furniture, where good design lasts forever.
Welcome back to the Call of the Wild, coming to you on Filming Footy, and also thanks to Sports Interactive and Dartfish, and of course the HFL sponsors: Police Credit Union, West End, Sharon, Sports Power, Courier Newspaper, Rossdale Homes, and Closey's Supermarkets, and of course the match day sponsors: Mount Barker Football Club, Fitzner Furniture, Zancott Recruitment, Mount Barker Crane Hire, and Turning Point Career Coaching and Consultancy. And for the Blackwood Football Club, their major partners: Cattle Crash Repairs, Edenwood Autos, and their match day partner for today is Lowe's Meat Company. And as we said, Daniel Lowe will be very happy with the results for the reserves. The coach, unfortunately, isolated today. But I don't know if he'd be too happy if he's watching with the A grade at the moment. This is 9-10 to 1-1. So a bit of work to do for Blackwood. Now, as we said, big day here at the Summit Sports Park in Mount Barker as we celebrate Indigenous round and Mount Barker Community Reconciliation Day. And we're doing our own bit of reconciliation here as we make up for a rain check back in round one when, due to technical difficulties, we couldn't have this man on. But finally, we welcome back into the Call of the Wild Blackwood Club President Dave Richardson. Thanks for joining us, Rico.
My pleasure.
Well, I'll tell you what, the other week I opened up the advertising, there was your model-like features gracing a page. What's going on there, mate?
Well, it was just funny to be that our communications person at Blackwood told me that there was a lady looking for me from the Sunday Mail, potentially to have a chat. So I rang her up and she wanted to know how we work at the Blackwood Footy Club in terms of our volunteers, being at Volunteers Week. So I told her about how we have many volunteers that like putting their hand up to help out. And then she said, well, are you available for a photo shoot at the club at 4 o'clock on Friday? I said, yeah, well, I will be, and I can rustle up a few other people, and off we went, and there we were, front and centre of the Sunday Mail for Volunteers Week. It was great.
So you were the face of the volunteers.
Well, I'm chief volunteer, mate. That's what it is, so that's how I look at myself anyway.
Now, mate, your first year as president, how's it gone?
Yeah, not too bad.
Are you a hands-on man, or are you a good delegator?
Well, a bit of both. You got to sit in the middle of all that. So, you know, when you need to put your hands in and get your get in and get dirty, you do that. Otherwise, you delegate out, and if people are happy to help out, which they are, which we're very lucky at the club to have that
because good
ability.
Committee, and as you said, volunteers.
Correct. That's right. So, happy with that.
Now, how's it been for the club in general? I suppose, like many clubs, coming out of the COVID situation last year, which affected crowds and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, income. How's it been for you this year?
Yeah, we sort of talked about that. I came in November because we have our annual general meeting late, and came in November, and we talked about it straight away that, you know, where we were going to be at the start of the season, and we needed to sort of have a bit of an understanding with the funds and all that sort of stuff. So we, with the new player HQ and all that sort of stuff coming in, which, yeah, you roll on your eyes, I can see that. We wanted to be sure that everyone who was going to be registering did it properly, and we knew that, you know, they were going to be paying the correct amount of money, blah, 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 for all the different the levels of footy. So once we had that all sorted, I think we knew where we were going to be, which helped.
Just while we're speaking with Blackwood President Dave Richardson, we're looking at some of the footage taken earlier in the day, Dave. Obviously, you were home by the fire when this was happening, like all of us.
I was driving up here in that, mate.
I tell you, it's turned out a brilliant day when you look at what's on the screen at the moment. I was thinking, such a big day, you know, with the smoking ceremony and all that sort of stuff, and the pre-match stuff, but it's come out very nice at the moment.
Perfect.
Although obviously the scoreboard's a bit bleak.
Yeah, well, I can't see that far, mate. I don't know what it is. It's not that clear to me.
And also Blackwood, things are going well there, and well done to one of your girls. We actually saw her. We actually called her on the Call of the Wild, the women's premiership that you won a couple of years. Young Kieran Muller, main advertiser team of the year, and of course playing tomorrow for Sturt in the grand final.
Yeah,
must be a good thing for the club.
Absolutely, yeah. She's one of the real young ones, and she was there from the start when Diva got.
I think she's actually going to the AFLW draft too.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. I was sort of not 100% aware of that, but I knew that was happening. Yeah. Damien Venning, my great mate, he's well and truly entrenched in all the women's program. So Kira was there from the start, and obviously she's worked herself up through the ranks, and she's now become a very astute player for the Double Blues, and obviously now she's going to step into the AFL ranks potentially, which is great. Yeah, 100%.
Because I know you've actually had a good link to for the Sandford with West Adelaide in the past. So.
Yep. Yeah. So and Davis at Westies as well, so he sort
Yeah.
of has that connection for us there, which has been great.
A former coach doing pretty well, won the Westie sides that's actually winning a game with the reserves. Ryan Anderson.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, he potentially could play a game for us again this year. He did last year, so he still he's building a house at Blair and potentially could come up and have another game occasionally when he's available. So, as did Scott Bricknell the other day as well. So the boys are staying in touch with the club, which is great.
We need Kurt Thompson to come back, get the old firm back together.
He lives up there too, mate. So. Potentially.
So, as I said, with the COVID and the situation this year, so you've been quite happy with the functions, because I know I love the way Blackwood's social setup is, and you have your Axman's Club and everything, and it's a real community feel. Even though you've got Blackwood, you think it's semi-metro, but it has got a country footy club feel about, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what we make sure we keep that going, because from the past, the guys like Peter Gotch and the old Axman himself and Leonie Wilmshurst, our vice president. Very much part of all that sort of stuff to be sure that the club stays like a community, and people who come in and join the club, we wrap our arms around them and embrace it, and they understand.
Your playing numbers are going all right for juniors?
Yes. Yep, plenty of players around.
We know the plight of some clubs in the Hills Football League. Hey, quickly, Indigenous round, very special occasion.
Sure.
Some of the great Indigenous players that have played at Blackwood, or you've had the pleasure of playing against?
Yeah, well, definitely. I actually messaged Jace Parker the other day to find out.
Got him written down.
Yeah, and I see you got Darren Hare as well. So the Hare brothers, both Hare brothers played up there, and I'm not sure their connection to which mob they're part of, but 100% great footballers to play with. I played with Darren for a year at the end of with Pagey, but I did get Jace to message me to say he's a proud Ularai guy from the northwestern New South Wales.
Fantastic.
So I was happy. He was happy for me to mention that,
and
I said,
for you to pronounce it.
Yeah, well, he did spell it out for me.
Cockalogy education.
That's exactly right, 100%. So no worries. Yeah, but so good old Jace. We played in the Premiership in '91. Great footballer.
And Darren Hare said,
Harry,
was it Michael?
Mikey's brother, He went off and played up at, I think they played over at Hallett Cove for a little while.
Yeah, and they went up the river.
Or even up the Riverland. That's right, he did.
Riverland?
Yes.
As a teacher or something.
Yeah, I think might have been connection to Tom Leverand, who actually played with us at Blackwood back in the day.
Hey, now, I believe that you had your own Indigenous Guernsey sort of design, but unfortunately the manufacturers let you down.
Still in on the
Taiwan
boat. Yeah, well, it's Shanghai. I think they're having issues getting it out of Shanghai. It's on the boat at the moment, so we did miss out on wearing them today, but we will wear them later on and have a show at our home ground up
I spoke to a few people about it. It's such a great concept.
Yeah.
Do you think perhaps it'd be great if it was all orchestrated and it happens on one particular round, because it's a little bit fragmented, isn't it?
Yeah.
Torrens Valley have been a forerunner to this. They have theirs, and you got the one today. And
I think Ironbank had one the other week with Torrens Valley.
That's right. Where it's actually programmed for the Doug Nichols round and obviously the elite game, that should be the time community clubs
I think
should
so.
have it.
Spread. I reckon it should be all one day and all build up to the week, and we're very mindful of how we sort of represent ourselves towards the Indigenous guys. We've got Jack Baldacera out here. He's a lad from the Alice Springs area, and he drives it for our group. So he's had connection to Clyde Rigney, who's the designer of the Guernsey we're going to wear in a couple of weeks, and and it brings the message in to know that we're showing the respect that we should be showing to our Indigenous brothers and sisters. So,
hey, just quickly, this must be a bit of a disappointment. I saw you on the I did a bit of voiceover, filming footy, little segment we did, the joy of Blackwood winning it, and football. A week's a long time in footy, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, very suave there too, mate. Had the Blues Brothers glasses on, just the glare of the lights, being a model man.
Oh, that's right. Well, I actually wore them because it was a sunny day like today, Pistols, and I was outside, and the boys dragged me in for the song, and I still had them on, and being that they're prescription glasses, I need them anyway. It was, if I didn't have them on, I wouldn't have been able to see a thing. So
now, very good comp. Before we let you go, Dave, when you look at the context of today's game, where you got 3 sides on 5 wins, only a win off top spot, mind you, and you got your Adler. We can't see the finals change, the top 6 changing. I think it'll be the top 6 for 5 spots. So.
Be important today, like show something in the second half, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Well,
percentage-wise.
Well, after last week, we were coming here very confident.
Yeah.
In playing on a big ground, so I thought the boys would be loving it. Yeah, like the Hill, and but
But unfortunately, as you're in a situation where it's influenced by Sandful selection because you lost Jack Lewis.
That's right.
Who won the game.
He's sitting over there, but he can't play because he's playing tomorrow. So
he's getting the game. That's good.
Well, that's what it means. If he's not playing today, he's getting the game. So 100%.
Okay, then. So what do we need to do?
There he is, right there.
There he is. There. Yeah.
Well, we just got to get
Tex Walker style, just having a
that's right.
It is a Gatorade. Don't worry.
No, we just got to get first the footy pistols and make sure we can go a bit more direct, maybe down to 80.
Stats man Jaden J was saying that at one stage it was something like 18 inside 50s to 2.
Yeah, well, I see Aishi's down there and got his hands in the air a lot and kick it to him. He'll kick him for us, so he proves that he can.
Yeah.
Simple game, pistols, I think.
And unfortunately, it looks like the hoodoo's continuing. They call the wild hoodoo.
I know. Yeah, next time.
It's not our fault.
No.
We do our best.
I know you do. Well, you only came here to get me on, didn't you?
That's exactly right.
No, good on you, buddy.
Good on you, Dave Richardson, the president of Blackwood Football Club, joining us during half-time. So all the best for the rest of the season, Dave, and we might catch you a bit later on.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Good on you.
Mate. Thanks.
All right, back here. Start of the second half. Third term to be brought to you by Mount Barker Crane High here from the summit. And it's Mount Barker in charge, 9-10-64, playing at Blackwood 1-1-7. So a 57-point lead in favour of the Barkaroos. And straight away they're under attack again through the agency there of Callens. Puts it forward. And a good mark taken there, contested mark. Once again claimed there by that man Houlihan, who lit up the first half with 3 goals. So once again continuing to torment the Blackwood defence here. So it's Dave Richardson. We thank you very much for his time. During half-time, President of Blackwood, they'll be wanting to get the skates on here and limit the damage. It's 57 points. Houlihan unselfishly chips it across to the big man who's just drifted into space.
That's what we were talking about in that first quarter. Pistols, I've seen quite a bit of the highlights of Houlihan in action this year, and he's kicked 29 goals for the year, but I reckon he would have given off a dozen others as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you like that from the full forward to...
we are right behind Hines here.
So good work there by James Davis, our filming footy cameraman. He's right behind the big number 11. Spawn on the mark, coming towards him.
The big man.
He's pulled it to the left.
Yep.
In fact, over the line for a minor score. Of course, Blackwood starting this half, I'd suggest a man down because Nathan Dunn being sent off for 10 minutes with a yellow card just before half-time.
Yep, and we'll get thoughts from J.J. Hill and Austin Abraham from their half-time analysis. Meantime, ball is chopped out, so it's little's changed early in the third term. Hines goes forward, looking for Houlihan there. High tackle, and that's against Billy Stokes. So free kick here for the Woods. Can they get the ball out of the defensive 50? Had some issues in that opening half. Here's Henry Spur. Kicks the ball outside of defensive 50. Towards Tyson Clark territory. And it's held up. Austin went down to the change rooms at half time. We'll just get your thoughts at a bit of a bigger break in a sec when it goes out of bounds. Jan Warbert. Here's Adams. Handballs to Spawn. Got around Adams. Got the kick forward out towards the wing. Out towards the boundary area. And it'll be held up. Just, if you want to go in some segments here, what did he have to say? Your head down there?
Yeah, no surprise. Like I said, Andrew Bruce is pretty happy with how the boys are playing. I think we're sort of sticking the man Barker away. We're very clean with the ball. And I think we just keep the pressure acts coming, keep coming.
So bouncing ball in front of the scoreboard. Here's Lyons, gets it back to Skipper and Brooks. Sharing the ball around, coming to meet it, overrunning it there was Field. Goes back for more. In opposition to Adams, I think it is for Blackwood. So Benny Adams, as I said, dual best and first for the Adelaide Uni Football Club in the Adelaide Footy League the last 2 seasons. First year with the Woods. Puts it inside 50. A rarity in this game for the Woods. Ball bouncing. Grabbed there by Spawn. He's worked pretty hard in the first half already. Gets it back to Adams. High kick forward. Oh, a bit of miscommunication there by Lately and Warburton. Easy clearance from Mount Barker.
Gee whiz, they need to wake up a bit here.
Here's DeMacy, like his work. Gets it across there to a teammate. Here's a chance now Vandenberg gives it back to Fairman. They go inside 50. Here's Spawn with it sit for him as he runs on it in the right forward pocket. This way, that way. Decides to go in the hands back to Lately. Lately puts it to the top of the square and he's missed everything, in fact, and out of bounds. Just sums up how it's going. And third quarter here brought to you by Mount Barker Crane Hire. And I suggest Blackwood are the ones who need a big lift.
They do. Austin, just any more thoughts? From Bruce and the guys down there?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're well aware that Blackwood will definitely be coming in the second half. So keep those pressure acts, and we've been suppressing them up until the forward 50. So if we can just sort of just keep that up and keep the ground ball up, it'll be good.
So Bennett's with the ball, kicks the ball out towards Lyons. Phoenix variety goes to a teammate who collects the ball on the bounce. That's Field. Goes to Malachi Lyons. A little bit too easy out of the fence. Here's Worthley, goes to Callens. He kicks the ball high towards the half-forward line. Hines is the target. He's a bit out position. Oh, nice work there by Billy Stokes. A little bit too easy. Ethan Bell from 60 metres, long, strong. Over the top was Dale Payne running at fast pace, but good work there by Spur, who started this third term nicely. He gets it on the Moore, on turn to Baldacera, out towards the outer side wing. Target here is Tyson Clark. Did a bit of back shoe shuffle sort of stuff. Gets onto the left boot. Looking for a play, I'm not sure who. Brooks cut it off. Joel Aish hadn't got much of it, hadn't come down there a lot. Get the stats that matter shortly from Jaden from that opening half. Jamie Grouch, he in turn goes to Henry Bruce, one of the leading performers for the Roos Pistols in the opening half. I think he kicked a couple of goals, and the Woods have a chance here through Moore. He gets it on the Spawn, kicked out of the pack there by Sam Matters, and they got a little chance here on the outer side wing.
So Clark goes short, finds a Vandenberg, as I said, in the league rep last year. On the left, goes across the ground, finds Moore, who's opted for the short sleeves in the second half. He'll chip it forward to Spawn, takes a mark in advance of Worthley, breaks onto the right, nurses up forward to Fairman. Oh, great gather there. Slips catch, turns around, goes long. Here's a target is Aish. Good work by Bennett. Here's a chance for Big Yarn.
Oh, Yarn.
Yarn gives it back to Aish. Can he do a bit of magic here? Round the corner.
Oh, you bet. Oh,
ball kept in play. Good work back there by Field, I think it was,
nice
in opposition to Fairman, and finally concedes it behind.
Jaden J. Hill, just some thoughts that matter from that opening half?
Yeah, cheers, thanks, Goldie. So 16 kicks to 10 in favour of Blackwood, so it's been a while since they've won that count.
And this is to start the third term. So kick out towards the boundary line near the Blackwood makeshift interchange bench area. Not actually sure who's got the ball here. Pistols will pop out. Here we go.
Venning.
Venning with the ball. So the Woods need quite a few goals in a row. Cut that margin down to 4 goals at three-quarter time, then they might be a chance. So Venning off, gets on the left boot. High ball inside 50s. Grouch against a couple of Woods. I was going to say Callums was lurking. That was lovely. Bruce. Champagne footy here from the Roos. Gets it on the Phoenix line. Oh, he's getting there for Dale Payne. He would have been off to the races. Nice cutout there for the Woods. Big Spur. Nice work. Spur. He started well in this quarter. Fairman on the left boot. Out toward Big Yarn. And that's gone out of bounds.
I think they've actually moved. I've been impressed the opening stage.
Got some touches.
Big Spur.
Yep.
Good.
Just a reminder, filming footy on YouTube and the Call of the Wild Facebook page and the Hills Football League Facebook pages. Get involved with the comments. Let us know where you're coming in from.
So 7 minutes gone, third term, brought to you by Mount Barker Crane Hire. Henry Bruce threads his way clear and goes long up the pavilion side of the ground. Coming in is Big Spur. Also in there is Venning. Of course, still missing Nathan Dunn, who was banished for the yellow card a couple of minutes before half time. So Blackwood starting off the second half undermanned here. So Big Spur into ruck against Baxter. The youngster got it down to Bruce. A quick kick away on the left. Here's a chance for Callens, drifting into space nicely, like his work.
Yep.
Waste no time, goes towards the pocket area. Oh! Venning.
Is that
right
tumbling
over
or
the
is
top,
that a free kick?
Over the top of Kupke.
No.
So Kupke will take the resultant free kick. A bit of information, Austin, about Kupke. Impressed with him, the young big man.
Yeah, he is. I think he's only 19 or 20. Again, had a stint down the Sturt. Played a few B-grade games last year, and I think he debuted in the A-grade last year. So.
Taylor Main. Benny Adams just standing there and said, I'll be the step ladder. Fantastic. We'll see that one on a replay. That could be the Mount Barker Crane High mark of the day. As I said, Kupke with the ball here. It's almost like rehearsed, just wedge shot. Up he goes. And
Sensational.
wow.
Aussie Andros Alekna was on the scene there with the camera.
So can he convert his 4th goal here for the afternoon and just top off that? Big Mark deserves a big finish, I'd suggest, Goldie.
Yeah, he should be all right here. 45-degree angle. Oh, he's kicked it out in the full, is he?
Down.
Goodness gracious.
Out in the full, says the Academy boy. So, well, it was a very good mark.
Yeah, it was a very good mark. Does that at training. That's sensational. We like to see that. 9-11 to 1-1. So neither side has added to the half-time margin in terms of goal kicking. 1 point, I think.
Yeah, 1 point apiece.
We've had in this third term. So, kick out of defence by the Woods. They need a few goals quickly. Oh, and that's a good mark. Over the top there is Lady. Pistols talked about him in the opening half. Not the worst player on the ground for the Woods by... Yep, no, he's going all right. Handballs to Baldacera. Short kick. Dangerous, but it's come off here to Reynolds. He in turn goes to Spawn. This is all right. Reynolds. At least they're moving it forward. But there we go. The Lions boys mopping up in defence. Lions. As in Phoenix goes to Ethan Bell. Malachi Lyons is running on the wing here if Henry Bruce wants him, but he goes further afield towards the half-forward line. Callan's at the back of the bus. He'll take the mark here. Handball over the top. He's got a running Damasi off to the races on the left boot, and he's kicked that out of bounds on the full as well. No, he's kicked a point. So they're peppering here. Can't get a score on the board at the moment. Well, they've got a point.
I just like their spread.
That's good to watch.
Austin, obviously training here. It's Dave Richardson at half-time. When they came here, Blackwood had no fears because the big ground at Windy Hill, but they've been given a lesson how to play it today.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's one of those things where you got to know where you got to do the short kick and the handball and when you got to go long. And I think where Mount Barker's doing that really well.
So Venning brings the ball out, finds a teammate there, nurses it up. Oh, great
big
spot by Hines, not even giving up the ball in the forward line. That's great defensive work by the big power forward.
Oh, just on that, Austin, when was the first training session from the guys on the new oval?
For this year?
Oh, all in, like last year as well.
Oh, last year? I think it was, I think it may have been sort of towards the middle of last year. Okay. I reckon around April, around that time, because the first game was against Onkers.
So your good self, you were involved? Or?
Yeah, so
how'd you find it compared to Howard Lane? You can't run and hide in the shadows.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's obviously a little bit wider and a little bit longer, but it's one of those one of those ovals, I reckon, that we sort of changed our game plan a little bit to see how we could adapt.
When did it click for you? Do you reckon when did it click for the Roos? Because they're under. I think
they didn't win a game here last year.
Yeah, didn't win a game here, but they've already won 3 here this year.
Yeah, so I reckon probably middle of the season, maybe a little bit late season. We probably sort of started figuring it out. But our team was especially in the A grade, team was so sort of young.
Yeah.
So it took a while, but now we've sort of worked it out and know how to play it.
Meanwhile, Spawn won a free kick, gets the ball to Chuck. Haven't seen a lot of the past male medals today. Gets the ball forward. There's a chance here for Reynolds, the veteran.
What way he's going?
Goes backwards to go forward, bouncing ball. Oh, well taken, bitted by the Candyman and Moore.
Yep.
He nurses it forward to Spawn, who's run on.
Alrighty.
So he started this passage of play, Goldie, and have the chance to finish it off. So a kick from about 48 metres towards the summit, and he runs around. Gets close to man to mark. In fact, that deflected off the man to mark. Mopped up here by Field.
Lines.
Gets it back to Lyons. Caresses up the line, finds to Macy.
Yep. Let's see how they go again, Roos. Done this well all day. Big Hines is the target. Over the top was done. Ball hits the deck. Henry Bruce is lurking. Hines burrowing his way through. Good work by the big man. Shovels the ball out to Henry Bruce. Look away handball. He does that brilliantly. Off to Billy Stokes. Outside of the left boot. Gaden's about 20 metres with the bounce. Picked up incredibly well there by Jordan Houlihan. On the left towards the forward pocket, Dale Payne wheels the ball in forward. Ethan Bell dropped what he should have taken. He's got some time though. Oh, good tackle.
Dunn.
Lovely work there by Dunn.
Back on the field.
Umpire says play on, Damasi, and that's held up about 30 metres out directly in front for the Roos.
So 12 and a half minutes gone, third term. Of course, brought to you from the summit in Mount Barker by Mount Barker. Crane higher, Ruckjewel, ball comes down. Quick kick away there by Hocking, I think it was. High kick towards the centre. Ball spills to the ground. Here's a chance.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, could that be a young Wender? So Benny Wender.
Slightly moving that way, but it's all good.
Yep, we'll get the free kick. No send-off. So Wender, what can he manufacture here? They need some goals. That's an understatement.
Yeah.
Decides to go across the ground and finds another one, young man from last year's under 16 to 18 premiership side in Matters.
Yep, saw that game. That was good.
Matters to Fairman, another young gun, puts up, and so the possession football comes to Clark.
Oh,
That's a
that's
handball.
not
His
the best handball.
teammate's going to be in a bit of trouble here. Good enough to get his way out of his. Zach Fenning, another youngster, goes forward, and a good mark taken there by Baldasira.
Oh, they've got the ball the half forward line.
Oh, 50.
50 what for?
Or 25.
Holding
was
free
it?
against Lions, was it? Okay, fair enough.
Wow.
No need to argue that.
Right to the golf
Let's have a look at this.
line, I think. Held him up. Oh, not a lot in that, really. Anyway. So you'd suggest here Baldasira Goldie will actually get the second goal, and actually the first goal since the 26-minute mark of the first term for Blackwood. As I said, we've now played nearly 14 minutes in the third.
Yep. No mistake here. Kicks the goal. So the Woods go to 2 goals 2. Mount Barker 9 goals 12. Jane J. Hill, just some stats that matter from this third term.
Cheers, thanks, Goldie. So 35 kicks to 29 in favour of Blackwood. They're winning that count, but Mount Barker have had 17 handballs to 7. The inside 50s 10 to 7 now. So Blackwood are winning that count, and the mark's 15 to 10. I just reiterate some stats from the second quarter. So Mount Barker's score of 64 was their highest for the year, so for the first half, and their score of 42 in the second quarter was the highest ever at this ground.
So back in the middle, it'll be youngster Kupke in ruck against Jan Warbett. Both ruckmen went up, ball hits the deck. So tackle there. Woods need a few goals in a row. As I said, they get down to at least the 4-goal mark. There might be a sniff on the big deck here. It's currently, 52 points. So here's a chance for the Roos meantime. Out towards the half-forward line in Marshall Howe.
Matters, well done.
Well wrapped up there by Matters. So they've walked the ball towards the half-forward line. The Roos, good crowd in the house here in the grandstand area. Special day.
You've got to look for positives, and at this stage in this term, Blackwood are outscored them 1-1 to 2 behinds, Goldie.
Henry Bruce, meantime, gets a handball out to teammate there, and Ryan Babasi, kick inside, attacking 50. Hello, Damasi, snap towards goal. Houlihan leaves it, and it's gone through for a minor score.
As we said, Tim Damasi, former Barossa player, and with Nuri Upton, also spent some time at Central's Austin, so good pickup.
Yeah, very, very handy pickup. I think he started working up in Mount Barker way, so came out to a training and loved it since.
He wouldn't be a builder, would he?
I reckon he might be.
Plenty of work, as you can see in the distance with the subdivisions and housing developments going up here at the summit. So G Banger, probably the oldest man in the side for the Barkaroos, just chips across the field.
I think he brought up 200 odd last year, is that right? 200 plus games?
Probably career-wise he's 300 with the club as the ball
Something
comes
like that,
across here to Bennett. He's been pretty good against his old team. In turn gets it across here to Henry to Bruce.
Yep, he goes up. He's looking for Hines here. Just popped over his head there. He's got the mobile moving backwards. Here's a good pick. Ryan Babasi working the boundary line against a couple of Blackwood players. Better start to this term by Blackwood, that's for sure. 17 minutes gone. They are 2-2. Mount Barker 9-13. Roos haven't scored a goal in this third term so far, but Baldasira's goal for the Woods. Ball over the back. Could have been holding on there was Damasi. Ball flicks out. Blackwood clear the ball outside of the defensive 50 out towards the wing. Ball hits the deck. Here's a chance towards the boundary line there by Kupke. We talked about him just around from Mount Barker's interchange. Bench setup under the marquee.
So 17 minutes gone. Third term called a while. Coming to you through filming footage. Trust you're enjoying our call from the Adelaide Hills. Ball comes down now. Good work trying to bustle his way through there is Tuck in the long sleeves. Ball still live. Tuck goes back for a second serve. Vandenberg comes in over the top. And finally umpire Brooks comes in and holds it in there. Young Field was in there battling, Billy Stokes was for the Barkaroos. So Ruckjaw out the back door to Tuck. He's locked up in a big tackle and called, what's going on here? Not a sling tackle, but a free kick paid. Thought it was a pretty good tackle applied there by Callens, but umpire saw it differently. So free kick to Tuck, puts it down in front of our broadcast area. Big leapers lately. That's a good mark by the young man. It said C grade best and fairest, and certainly is cutting his teeth in A grade this year. Puts it towards the pocket, the lead of Aish. Good defensive work there. Aish appeals for
been
last
starved
touch.
to service all day. Aish.
He can be a game breaker, but they've trapped him this
53
match.
points to margin, 19-minute mark, heading towards red time. Big Yarn out of the ruck. What's he going to do here? He's going to kick it forward towards that Aish. Mobile. And he's socked that out of bounds on the full.
Bennett's. Well, I suppose a guy who'd know how to play him would be Bennett's. He's played a lot of football with him.
Probably would have against training as well. Callens, meantime, finds Phoenix Lines. So Lines, Phoenix variety. Pop over the top. Here's Billy Stokes, captained the side earlier in the year against Uradler under lights. In turn, finds a teammate out there.
Field.
Low ball, finds Callens. Best and fairest for the Roos. Pop over pass to Billy Stokes. He's certainly got a motor. He was on the half-back flank picking up this play. Now he's got the ball on the outer side wing. So Billy Stokes played all his juniors at Mount Barker. Patient build-up here by the Roos out towards Callens. Just happy to take a few seconds off the clock. So Callens goes towards the half-forward line. Hines was the target. Nice work there by Dunn. It brought it to Spawn. Tuck involved, and he squirts the ball out towards Troy Hocking, who's one of the 2 goal kickers for Blackwood today.
So Hocking goes further afield to Spawn, who's covered a lot of ground today on the big oval. Certainly not the worst performer for Blackwood. Unfortunately had a interrupted career with the Woods, but when he plays he's certainly hard at it. Probably why he cops a few injuries. Puts it high. Oh, big leap there once again from Lately, just couldn't complete that mark. Also underneath him was Roscoe Brooks, the skipper. So umpire Brooks will come in and ball it up. So just around from the scoreboard, which is a pretty sad moment for the Blackwood Football Club. 2-2 plays 9-13. 20 minutes just ticked over in the third term, coming in by Mount Barker Cranehire.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Bell goes forward. Here's a
over the back.
Really quick hands there. Comes back out here to Payne.
Waits for the
He'll
traffic
do something
to run
with
past.
it. Goes further afield. Marking spilt there. Here's a chance for Venning. He's held up pretty well this afternoon in defence. Hacks it straight down the centre of the ground and finds Fairman.
Yep, Fairman's got an open forward line to work with. Helps to go to the outer side half-forward flank area. Kick forward by Edward Vandenberg. What's the umpire called here? Holding free kick. So Blackwood an opportunity to kick back-to-back goals for the first time today.
Big lady.
Hey, Jaden, what's the stats? Blackwood certainly fighting hard in this third term.
Yeah, so it's actually 12 inside 50 to 11, but 48 kicks to 43. So they're winning that count as well as the marking count, 21 to 19. So there's the stats there for you, boys.
So Lady coming in the game with 3 goals so far over the previous 7 rounds. As we said, C-grade best and first winner last year for the club. Got his chance at the higher grade this year, and as we said, has done pretty well. So Lady set sail. In fact, he nearly did well. Sorry for a minor score.
Goal umpire Ben Kernich there on the scene, doing it all.
Bustling Benny Kernich.
So, 2 goals, 3. Mount Barker 9-13. Oh, hello. Almost a cutout there. Ethan Bell got the ball onto Phoenix line. Love backing himself in. Kicks the ball outside of defensive 50. Finds Marshall Howe. So just near Blackwood's interchange bench. He goes further afield. Payne looked like he was the target, but Adams looked like he might have just run on the ground there and taken a mark, or he's just popped into the action. Spawn stripped of it by Demacy, but it's a free kick to Spawn for holding on. So Respawn with the ball, pistols edge of the centre square.
And the side looks like he's going to go wide.
They're using it better in this third term, that's for sure.
Venning gets around his opponent and hides. Pokes up the wing, finds Fairman, the youngster, caresses it forward, looking for a target there, but bursting through Mount Barker defence, gets it back here to the veteran and G-Banger Grouch, goes back to Howe, goes forward. Oh, good spoil there. Hines follows up nicely. Stacks on the middle. Oh, well done by the big man. Gets it out towards Grouch. Ball deflects.
They've got a decent setup there in the background. Got the back of the van open up. Sensational setup.
Yet Goldie. Still waiting for a dog. So Mount Barker result free kick comes across and finds Lines, the Phoenix variety.
Yep, Phoenix Lines. Been good in defence. Not the best kick, but it's found Ethan Bell. So the Roos will be looking to move straight down to the goals area where Houlihan will be lurking most likely. Out towards the half-forward line main time. Oh, good work there by Troy Hocking, because there was a couple of Roos ready to shark that contest. Joel Aish I think one of his first marks today. So Aish will kick the ball inside 50.
Lady.
Woods, 101 Lady, over the back of his head. Out towards the boundary line, Kai Tucker lurking. Austin, your thoughts in this third term?
Yeah, like I mentioned before, we knew Blackwood were definitely going to come. I think they're sort of adapted to the ground and have an idea of sort of how to attack now.
I think it was Lyons trying to race off with the ball, but the academy boy, I think the umpire said no last touch rule applying, so looks like it's going to be a boundary throw in. So the big man will gather.
Yep.
Big yarn for Blackwood. And looks like Baxter will be his opponent. Getting a fair run up there, Baxter. As he leaps over the back there. But
big yarn. That's clever.
The corner is Hocking.
How's about the
I
ruck
tell you what, that is a rare goal, but a beauty.
That
by
is
Hocking. That's his second.
Brilliant ruck work there by Jan Warbert. Just fisted it over the back of the bus, and Kai Tucker's taken it. Good stuff. Let's have a look at that at replay again.
Yes,
Tommy
goal
is all
by
over
Goldie. Precision ruck work.
Look
You
at
see
Jan was just checking
Baxter.
where his runners were.
And just knuckled it beautifully over the Hocking around the corner.
Lovely.
And he's become the most proficient goal kick on the ground for Blackwood. They've only kicked 3. He's kicked 2 of them, Jaden J.
Yeah, the inside 50 count 13-11, guys, so in favour of Blackwood. 57 kicks to 50 in favour of the Woods as well. They're actually winning the marking count, 26-23 as well.
25-minute mark, so maybe a few minutes left. Blackwood would most likely at this pace Pistols win this term. They've cut it down to 46 points. So, back in the middle, Jan Warbert versus Baxter. I think Baxter won that down to Stokes. He was stripped of it by Adams. Meantime, good tackle there by Edward Vandenberg. So the Woods got their spirit back again after being shell-shocked at the Pied at half-time after kicking just 1 goal in that opening half. And that's half-time, I reckon. There it is, half-time here, 9:13.
Three-quarter, Goldie.
Sorry, not half-time, it's three-quarter time.
We're all getting confused with the quarters
Anyway.
here.
Mount Barker 9:13, Blackwood 3-3, and we'll go back to Tommy and now we'll for promotion and sponsorship.
"2022 is our year for celebrating Fitzner Furniture's 50th anniversary. 5 decades of beautiful furniture, crafted by hand and with heart. 22 years as South Australia's original and award-winning stressless stockist. And now, also the destination for premium European-designed outdoor furniture. Fitzner Furniture, where good design lasts forever."
Back on Call of the Wild.
Brought to you through Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish, and of course HFL sponsors Police Credit Union, West End, Sharon Sports Power, Courier Newspaper, Rossdale Homes and Closey's Supermarkets. And of course the match day sponsors Mount Barker Football Club, Fitzner Furniture, Zandacott Recruitment, Mount Barker Crane Hire, and for the Blackwood Football Club major partners Cattle Crash Repairs, Edenwood Autos, and the round 8 match day partner is Lowe's Meat Company here in Mount Barker as we get set for the fourth quarter, which will be brought to you by Turning Point Career Coaching and Consultancy, Goldie. And well, at the moment, Blackwood coach Scott Preble will be hoping for some turning point for the Woods as they trail by 46 points.
Hey, Pistols, is that Oscar Hodge down there?
Yes, I was looking
He's
at
got
before,
the knee brace on.
Yeah.
Gee, I'd love him
Trying
today.
out at Norwood.
Yes. Austin Abraham, thoughts that on that first 3 quarters, as you said, Andrew Bruce was aware that the Woods would come back in that third term, and they did.
Yeah, so far so good for Mount Barker Football Club. Blackwood probably won that quarter, but we did still hold them off. I think only 1 goal for them. Two goals for that quarter. Coming into this last quarter, there's a big deficit, but for our campaign, we want to make sure that we hold them off.
Of course, top 3 spot on the line here, Pistols. Jane J. Hill stats from that third term.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Goldie. So, 57 kicks to 50 in favour of Blackwood there. The inside 50s, 13 to 11 in favour of the Woods as well. Marks, 26 to 23 in favour of Blackwood. So, winning those counts there. So, apart from the tackling count, which Mount Barker won 29 to 24. Back to you guys.
Well, actually, we've had the siren go off here, and,
No,
let's hope they've got too many men on the ground. There's blokes running
Siren's
off.
got
And,
a
the
mind.
siren's going.
Siren's got
We've
its
got
own.
it all here at the summit.
The invisible man.
It's one of the experiences of Hills football here at the multi-million.
We've got a 45-minute quarter as well.
Yeah, 45 minutes is on the clock, so it's all happening here at the summit as we get set for the final term on the Call of the Wild, brought to you by Turning Point Career Coaching and Consultancy. Your caller is Benny Golf.
Well, we're heading into the twilight time now, Pistols, so it's 4:33 on the clock. 9:13 to 3:3. It's bizarre old time. Anyway, here we go. Henry Bruce shovels the ball out, and Adams with it. But in the meantime, it'll be Callens. Here we go. Normal transmission returned. Scoreboard still says 45 minutes. That's all right. We'll allow that. Socket forward by Worthley. He's set upon. Here's a chance for the Woods into defensive 50 through Venning. Little short pass. How's the use there? It's good. Tuck takes it. Male medalist a few years ago in the shortened COVID season of 2020. So Tuck, sweeping kick out, finds Done. Skipper today with Dykesman running. He in turn goes further afield and finds Fairman, is it?
Jackson Fairman. Yeah, the outer wing. He's got support here from Reynolds, but decides to go by himself. A long kick forward. Early goals as a need. Was Ace pushed out there? The umpire ruling, yes, there was a push out, but it's actually gone to Bennett. So you're behind and you get pushed out, so I don't know how that works. But anyway, high kick back from whence it come, the wing area. Pack sets himself. Off hands, there was Howe. Managed to get the ball out, gathered here by Vandenberg. Eduardo caresses it up. Good defence there. I think it was Bennett's again getting involved against his old team. Puts it back from whence it came, and Mark Reynolds, the erstwhile veteran for the Woods, in the sleeves. Takes the mark, races off. Puts it back. Ball hemmed into one side of the ground at the moment. Oh, good juggling mark taken there by Lyons.
Yep. Malachi Lyons kicks it towards centre half back. Finds Henry Bruce. He was looking for runners. There was none coming there. Low kick in the middle of the ground. Tail Payne. Lively first half. Henry Bruce. Quick hands. Brooks. Ethan Bell. Good link-up play. Callens squeezes the kick out of that situation and finds Phoenix. He goes a low kick. Finds his brother, as you'd expect, in Malachi. Kicks the ball out towards the middle. Oh, that's a lovely kick. How's about that? Out the back of the bus. It's a bit too easy for Howe. He streams towards 48 metres and kicks the goal.
Wow. As you said, too easy indeed, Goldie, inside the first 2 minutes of the final term. Bearing in mind they didn't kick a goal in that third term, but it certainly made up for it initially in this last quarter. So good running goal to Howe. And the Lions boys are combining there nicely. And Howe, he just strolled through the 50-metre arc and put it straight over goal umpire Benny Kernich's noggin.
Nice work there, Austin.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon Malachi Lyons probably has the best kick in the Mount Barker Football Club, so you definitely trust him with that kick into the middle of the ground every time of the week.
So 10-13 plays 3-3 back in the centre. Warbett against Baxter. Big Yarn follows up, gets a high kick, bouncing ball. First to get there will be Ryan Babossi. Russell Ebert stole over the top, got Adams intercepted it, got it to Tuck, puts it in, and here's Eduardo Vandenberg taking the mark, still inside the centre square, so not a lot on offer. Ace streaming out, puts it in his direction, it'll be a chop off here, over the top, comes down into Lately, battling at ground level. Well done there by Ross Brooks. Pulls it back in with the boot. Well done, Roscoe, go. So we'll have a ball up.
Premiership player 2012, Ross Brooks. Of course, they had the 2012 Premiership reunion against Uradler a few rounds ago, and all accounts they had a good day, the 2012 side. Oh, gee, watch out. Could do a knee in that situation. Ball flicks out. Here's Malachi Lyons. He's got a runner in G-Banger, Jamie Grouch. Off he goes. 2012 Premiership player as well. Kicks. Damien Hines went up. Seen some high-flying action today. Out. Oh, has he? I hope he's all right.
He's up. A little bit ginger,
just
the big man.
A little bit properly, the big man. I'm back in the lineup this week.
Hopefully he replaced the divot.
Yeah, Oval's looking great.
Heavy lead.
A little bit slippery early in the match, obviously, with a downpour before the ceremony, but all good since then. We've had a lot of sunshine, and it's been plenty of shining lights here for the Roos, who lead by 52 points.
Yeah, they led by 16 at quarter time, Goldie, then 57 at half time, and as you said, they've extended it now. So, ruck duel, Hines doing a run and ruck, comes down to Clark, tries to weasel his way through, got a handball to Adams, who quickly got on the tuck, nurses up the line towards Spawn, went over his head, coming to meet his Baxter, get it back to Grouch, the veteran high kick towards the centre of the ground, good body work by young Venning, ball comes down, here's the big man, Hines, puts it forward, bouncing ball, Kupke can't trap it, ball spills free, Spur goes to ground, Payne, this way, that way, took one high in fringe, so Payne, the opportunist goal kicker.
Kick two, isn't he?
They only got him down for one at the moment.
He's had a few shots.
He's handed out a few and had a few shots, so Payne has kicked 16 for the season, as I said, spent some time in the Barossa Football League and also the River Murray.
So Dale Payne, inside the 50 arc. Kicks long, strong and accurately. Yes, just over the top of Spurs' head. He's trying to touch it. I don't think it was anywhere near that, but that's a goal. That's Mount Barker's 11th. So after going goalless in that third term, they've kicked 2 goals inside the fifth.
Like one of your favourites, the 93 grand final.
Yes, that's right. Let's have a little look here at the replay. Let's see if we've got any hand action here from Spur. Goes right. I think it went fairly over the.
There he goes. Come on, you've got to be joking.
No. Descent? No.
Kunitz says no.
Austin and then Jaden.
Yeah, beautiful. I reckon we might run away with this one. We've been doing a lot of fitness in the pre-season. I think it's going to show.
J&J, stats that matter as Henry Bruce goes to Samuel Callan's pistols. Callans kicks forward. Lace out, Champagne footy, Roos.
I tell you what, that's why we got him, and we're looking forward to his work over the next 2 weeks here at the Summit. Very astute from the Mount Barker point of view. They've run it away, and here's Hines with the opportunity to kick. He hasn't got on the board this afternoon. Amazing.
J&J. We'll let Damien's kick do the story here as Jaden tells you what the stats are to start their third term. Fourth one. I've got to work out what it is.
So 4 inside 50s to 2, and in favour of Mount Barker, 12-8 as Hines has kicked the goal there. So that's 12 goals from 6 games against Blackwood.
For Damien Hines, yep.
Damien Hines. So average about 2 goals per game.
Sorry, go through it again, Jaden. You've got some more time now.
So, like I said, 4 inside 50s to 2 in favour of Mount Barker. Kicks 12-8 in favour of the Roos as well. 7 tackles each, and the marks is 5 each. So, like Austin said, it'll be interesting to see if Mount Barker can run away with this game. So it looks like they are at the moment.
3 goals from 4 inside 50 entries, inside 7 minutes. And they've broken it out now, Pistols, to 64 points.
Yeah, well, Blackwood stays that little bit of a rally in the third term, kicking the only 2 goals of the quarter, Goldie. But I tell you what, Mount Barker, as Austin Abraham said, they're capable of running away with a game. They're certainly starting to do that. Here's the chance for Spawn, tried to trap it.
G-Banger.
Here's G-Banger, nurses and lifted the eyes and picked out the big man and Kupke coming out. He thought about giving it off to Bruce, but we'll go back and take a long kick. Goes short. Here's the lead from Hines again.
Oh, the big man. The big hand.
The big man. 57 varieties by Hines. I tell you, he's on fire here. So Damien Hines, as said, missed the past couple of rounds, but he's certainly come back with a vengeance day. Big, strong grabs. He's come through like a runaway train.
That's sensational.
And now here he
Bang.
is.
I mean, he's up against probably, obviously the Wood's best, strongest defender in the captain.
Yep.
And that is a great mark. And he's starting to impart himself here, Pistols.
And also Venning, he's worked pretty hard, so no mean feat. I think this one's going to be pulled a little bit to the right. In fact, it's missed all the woodwork.
Not the best kick.
Or aluminium posts, what they have out here at the summit. So it's out over the boundary line, so we'll have...
Beautiful.
Free kick will be Henry Spur deep in defence.
Beautiful backdrop here.
Blackwood, very scenic.
Lovely ground.
Just if you're watching this interstate, the beautiful autumn leaves, trees.
Got the summit to our left.
Yeah, for those who don't know Mount Barker. But bouncing ball.
Payne
cool bounce there for Payne. Is Spur once again. The big man comes through.
He's been all right.
A handball. Clearing kick there through the 8th. I think it might have been Tuck. High ball. Oh, nearly a good mark there, but Spawn crashes to the ground in front of the scoreboard. Ball comes back. Here's Dunn and Payne. Dunn got his head to it. Ball comes to ground. Holding is the call.
Yep.
So free kick would be Spur.
No, it's the other way.
Oh, the other way around.
Dale Payne.
So Payne again. Chance for his third here, Goldie.
Yep. Back him in here, Austin.
Yeah, 100%. I reckon he'll keep this one. It's never fun playing against quick, agile players, so I'll back him.
Bit like yourself in your heyday. Quick, agile?
I don't think I was quick and agile, but I reckon I had a bit more strength than my opposition.
It's all right, mate. You can talk yourself up. So Payne on the angle. I tell you once again, up by Kernich as it flicks them.
Bang on 70 points. This could get a little bit ugly here. It's already in that territory.
So 9.5 minutes.
Hey, Austin, were you a premiership player at juniors? You play some premiership?
Yeah, I've played Windsor under 13s, one against Harndorf, and then played 4 after that and lost them all. So, and not so good.
No, not so good. I tell you what's not so good here at the what are we? Nearly 10 minutes gone in the final term here, thanks to Turning Point Career Coaching and Consultancy. Blackwood's plight. It's what's that, Goldie? 64 points.
Well, it's 26 scoring shots to 6.
Yeah, so it could get there. Here's a chance for Tuck. Breaks out of centre to pass male medalist. Hooks the ball forward. Fairman's a target. Good body work there by Lyons. Got rid of him. Quickly breaks on and gets the ball across the centre to Bruce. Bruce inside the centre square goes out wide. Here's a chance for Billy Stokes. If it sits through, it does. Stokes tries to sell a bit of candy and goes with the right up the line. And why not, as he finds that man, Payne, who's quick and agile like Austin Abraham aspires to.
Here we go. Here's a chance for Samuel Callens. Goes to Worsley. Geez, they did well there, the Roos, keeping the ball alive. And how's about that? Baxter finds DeMacy. So they managed to keep the ball in, tight on the boundary line with a few little look-away handballs and then a kick, and DeMacy's got it. So
great work, Lords, from the chop out by Lyons.
Yeah, he's a strong and contender for the most effective player.
Just their transition, as you said, they know how to play the spaces here.
Speaking of the Devil, he's coming off the ground with Billy Stokes, so they're just cooling their heels for a while as DeMacy goes bang for a point there. Umpire Kernich says that's a point, so Roos go to 13-14. Blackwood 3-3.
And, of course, once again, post-match, stay tuned because we'll be handing the very coveted and prestigious Startfish beanie and, of course, for the most effective player on the ground. So our panel of experts will be judging that.
Including timekeepers, Pistol, I reckon. And Tommy as well. We'll get them all involved. It's a full house here in the box. And if you want to go back and relive this match afterwards, halftime chat, Dave Richardson, president of Blackwood, and before that we had a chat to Shane Tongery all about the pre-match ceremony here at Mount Barker. So it's all been happening today.
Of course, reconciliation around here as Spur hands it off to Spawn. Reese nurses it up. Oh, that's a good delivery and a good mark taken there by Benny Wender for the Woods. He'll go towards the pocket area. Pat Gathers off hands. Lurking there was Tucker. It's had a bit of a dark day as far as the stats go. Held in there by Callens. So we'll have a ball up. So 12.5 minutes gone here in the Call to Wild, and Blackwood in a little bit of, you know what, 3-3. Yeah, the 13-14. So once again.
Hey, Austin, I was just thinking, Ross Brooks, just that leadership in defence as captain as well. Yeah, just great to have him back there Now he's got some support this year as well.
Yeah, definitely. He's been around the club for ages, obviously, like you said before, premiership player, wealth of experience. So I think some of these younger boys learning off him is going to be very good going forward in this campaign for 2022 season.
Hocking, good hands got down here to Chuck, who in turn got it to Aish, who's Bennett's is all over him like a cheap suit. Oh, has he paid a free kick? No, there's a player down behind play here. I think it might be Hartland. Zeph Hartland.
That's
Hopefully it's
cramp.
only cramp.
I'm not calling that. Remember a few years ago? I said a guy broke his leg and he just had cramp, so yeah, no. No. I think he's all right. He's just got a bit of cramp, has he?
Yeah, Hartland.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right.
So he's going
Is he the son of?
No. Not a clue.
No.
We'll have to get our stats man on to find that out.
I think he's just getting a bit proppy there as he
Game
comes on.
continues. Oh,
hello.
Another good ruck work, Goldie. If we watch the replay here, hacked it out nicely, Yarn, and Tuck finishes off. So if we watch the replay here for Turning Point Career Coaching and Consultancy, you see more, but
we love it.
Another good piece of ruck work by the big man.
We need some arrows here, Pistols.
Yes, I need the
Look at that.
Very nice here, because Tuck
he's done
just
that twice now.
Around.
Very nice work. So back in the middle.
We need the
we need the pen.
coverage,
Yeah, we need the pens and, Austin might have to bring the pens and paper.
Noughts and crosses. That's your job for next week, all right?
We'll speak to John, see if we get some pen action.
Yeah, Tommy, I might be too
Circling
happy drawing on his screen. Make sure it's one you rub off, not the permanent one. So back into centre. Warbutt grabs the ball out of ruck and dispossessed.
Stokes.
Taking the ball forward is Billy Stokes. Stokes goes forward. It's a chance for Bruce. Over his head. First to get to be Venning for the Woods.
Yep.
Battled hard in defence, clears the ball across here. Dangerous kick, it's got to sit properly. No, it doesn't. Bursting through is Stewie Lee. Gets out the back here to Ryan Babasi. Gives it back to Payne, in turn gets it to Macy. Clever little kick as he curled it. No, slips mark there? No. But deliberate kick there as he lifted the eyes and saw his teammate coming, which was Houlihan. Just couldn't complete what would have been a special sliding mark.
Yep, definitely. Halfway through. Well, a little bit over halfway through this final term. Henry Bruce, Fendoff, shoves the handball out, and that was a bit suspect. That was a bit of a crow throw from the early 90s there. And
hang on.
Was it a throw?
Free kick to...
There's a throw.
Yeah, to Spawn. So
Spawn, Spawn goes backwards there, finds Venning. He in turn goes further up the line, finds...
Madison.
Yep. Have we seen Waldron back on the ground? No, we haven't. Since that collision. So, kick, chopped off. That's happened a few times today. Damasi takes the mark, kicks the ball forward. Blackwood players were pushing forward, so here's a chance for the Roos to counter-attack. Henry Bruce.
The big man.
Big man. Hines dropped what he should have taken there. Here's a chance for Respawn. Oh, no, there's another intercept. Gee, they're under pressure here, Blackwood, trying to get the ball desperately out of fence, and eventually they do through Clark. And he'll take the mark here, half-back line, and project the ball over the top to Respawn past the marquee.
I tell you, Spawn's battled pretty hard. He'd probably be their leading position getter, I think. Nursed that ball nicely up to Troy Hocking right in front of the Mount Barker coaching staff. They'd be pretty happy with today's performance. Goes forward. It's a chance for Ace territory. He's barreled out of the contest. Follows up nicely. Quick hands give the big yarn. His young teammate couldn't handle that one as it comes out here. The cavalry arrives from Mount Barker. Finally, train of handballs. Goes forward. Looks like it's How.
Yep.
Takes the ball centre of the ground, goes long. Here's a chance for Houlihan. One hand to it. Comes out the back to Payne. He'll try and get around. On the left, gets a good vision across into Callums. Great vision, Mount Barker. Callums is off the Mount Barker summit and kicks a dribbler goal.
Yep.
Easy as you like, Mount Barker. Just love that run and carry, Austin, as you described.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. We've had a good pre-season, so they're just running straight through them at this point, I reckon.
So,
back in the middle.
The crowd has dissipated a little bit. I think if you're a Blackwood supporter out there, home before it gets dark, because, wow, certainly things here are, twilight zone for them. It's done.
Yep, 16-minute mark, 14-14, 98. Blackwood 4-3, 27. I'll have to check with Jaden J. Hill what the lowest score for the Woods over in these clashes between the two sides over the years. Meantime, Baxter tried to get it to Stokes, clearing kick out of the middle there by Fairman, I think it was, towards the half-forward line. There's that man, Malachi Lyons, one of the most effective players on the ground. So Lyons, back from Sturt this year, Best kick in the team, according to Austin Abraham, and we've seen it all day. Billy Stokes, he goes in turn to Howe. He's looking for a runner here. They're always looking for that runner. So Howe, forward kick, half forward line. Keen to move it on quickly. Houlihan was the target. Under pressure. It's done. Here's Houlihan. Thanks very much for coming. That'll be a goal, will it? No, Worsley. Gee whiz. Didn't quite have the bounce on the kick. And it's gone through for a minor score, so they're 1 point away from the 100 mark. 14-15, Blackwood 4-3.
Well, Goldie, Blackwood's lowest score is actually 24, so this could be their third lowest score against Mount Barker and their second lowest score in Mount Barker home games.
Since 2010?
Since 2010.
Yeah.
So ball out wide. There's a chance for Blackwood going forward through Dunn. Wing area. Getting his hands to it there was Field. Follows up. Young Venning going to ground there. Cavalry arrives in Adams to assist his young teammate, but ball out over the boundary line. So nice shorts there by the young man.
Yeah, very low.
The basketball one's on.
Yeah, below the knee, the knees.
Like that.
Very
like
confident in himself. That's good. Boundary
Dave
throw
Richardson
in.
will be after that. He's a bit of a fashion plate himself.
Yep.
Ball comes out here to Tucker on the left. Mung kick forward, but intercepted. Mark take for the Roos.
Yep. There's a kid wearing pyjamas out there, Pistols, I reckon.
Pyjamas?
I've just noticed. You see here.
There is indeed.
In the light
Actually,
blue.
that's a onesie.
It's a onesie.
Quick, put the ball back there. We
He's
get
got it
that
in a light blue onesie.
Yeah, onesie of the day. Where
Just
is it? To the right of screen.
There, can't. Anyway, we'll get him. He's bobbing around at half forward. On the
Meanwhile-
wing. Meantime, Damien Hines has taken him
Meanwhile,
up.
Hines has put his opponent to sleep here as he's just brushed him off.
He's ready for a
Yeah,
sleep. Kick forward,
look at
meantime,
this.
by Hines over the back of the bus.
Well, he gave it
Houlihan.
off, yeah,
Unselfish.
to
Come on.
Stokes.
Billy Stokes got to kick that one, Jordan. Oh, well. Giving it off to Stokes. Thanks for coming. The Roos want to obviously get Houlihan up there to win the leading goal kicker in the comp, but unselfish. Austin, good goal. Well, easy goal, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks like we're, like I said, running away with it. This is probably good.
Speaking of
There he
running,
is.
there's the
There's
onesie.
that kid,
There's the
there he is.
onesie. You can see in the top left-hand
Yeah.
corner on our coverage.
Pyjamas.
Just
ready
dominating on the outer
There's
flank.
another one.
Ah,
There's two of them.
Pajama catch
So,
up.
well, we can't get the dog today, but we've got the onesie of the
Oh, they're
day.
having a bit of a standoff.
The blue versus white here. This could be more entertaining than the game because Mount Barker well in charge here, 106 to 27.
ready to
105, sorry. So back in its war, but you keep your eye on the onesie, so I'll worry about the footy. So the ball comes out here, Field puts his goes to ground. I saw it was Lee, comes back here to ring a bell.
Yep.
Bell hacks it forward, bouncing ball. Oh, clean bowl there was Matters. Comes in, the
Demasi!
Demasi just goes brushes through on the
Gee
left,
whiz.
goes banging at champagne football. I think we mentioned that before.
Whew.
Don Perry on stuff there from the Barkaroos.
Sensational.
Fantastic.
He's going to be a handy player this year. Austin, that was lovely.
Yeah, definitely. You'd probably want the siren to go if it was Blackwood, hey?
No, 20-minute mark. Still plenty of time. Probably 7 odd minutes left. So
Ooh.
still got to work out our most effective player on the ground at the moment. It's hard to call.
That's too hard. Just go and get the onesie. We'll have an interview with the onesie. Here they go again. You can see. Here they
There
go.
they go.
The
Having
blue.
a fun time, aren't they?
Blue's
It's been
leading.
a big day for everyone
It is.
involved.
It is.
Now it's still running. So back in the middle. What's that? 31 scoring shots to 7, says the scoreboard. Big Yarn Warbit got it onto Spawn. Got plenty of time left, I reckon, for most effective. Could be still some...
There could be extra time.
Yeah,
as there was in the
Spawn
second
gathers the ball half forward line, wheels the ball inside 50 for a rare Woods forward entry in this term. Off the ground by Lady. Forward entries this term, Jaden.
Gee, thanks, Goldie. So, yeah, forward entries 15 to 5
Yeah.
in favour of Mount Barker. So,
And a 7-goal quarter for them.
yeah, so...
So Lyons nurses the ball back. Ladies, going to chop it off. No, good spoil there, but mocked up by Hocking. Puts it back from where it's come. Shinbones off a Spawn.
Brooks. Lady's down, is he?
Clearing kick. Yeah, he's down.
Just cop one.
Young fella. Hopefully he's all right as a result. Free kick to Tucker. Right around in the forward pocket there, just under the light there. The light's starting to take effect here. Here's Sammy Matters.
Well, the good thing about this ground is you can run around on the green area, behind the goals and have a good time, kick the footy around.
On the Oswald Knoll.
Yep.
As the ball goes up there, a big defensive
Callets.
score. First get to be Ringer Bell. Oh, Blind turns around the invisible man there. Finally gets his kick. Out wide looking for Billy Stokes. Here's a chance again for Tucker.
Lady's still down.
Puts it back forward. Oh, big leap there, but standing his ground at the back and taking mark is Daniel Bennett.
Bennett switches play out towards Worthley. Was going to go to Malachi Lyons, but opts to go further afield. Here the Roos on the counter-attack again. They've done this sensationally all day. I think that's Payne. Oh, look at the way handled by Henry Bruce. That did not come off. Hang on. What's going on here? It's a free kick to Woods. Meantime, here we go. Over the top. Pop over top. Here's the chance for Baldacera for a rare goal. And he's kicked it. They're fifth.
And see multiple goals this afternoon for Baldacera. Joins Hocking kicking 2 apiece. The other one from Tuck as they, race along to 5 goals for the day. 5-3, trailing 16-15. I think it is in the illuminated scoreboard over there.
I can read that. Yep. So maybe a few minutes left.
I tell you what, if Mount Barker can kick a few goals here, they could be on a record stat. So it'd be interesting to see if they can, kick a couple more goals and
we love it when you bring something special to the table.
Good to see. Good to see Heartland back on the ground there.
Yep.
So back in the middle, umpires today, of course, done a good job. Ashley Brooks and Tom McLean giving out a yellow card.
Those Barkaroo long sleeve jumpers, Austin.
Howe snaps the ball from the centre stoppage area. Woods. Reynolds involved. Kick out towards Troy Hocking. Multiple goal kicker for Blackwood. Further afield, finds a teammate here in Tucker. He goes over the top to Fairman. So Jackson Fairman. Bouncing around on the mark there is Howe. Lady coming off the ground, a little bit dazed. Kicks up the wing line. Half forward, mate. Good mark there by Wender. So Woods youngsters continuing on with their growth. He kicks to the forward pocket area. Big pass. 1, 2, 3. Yarn.
There's too much height for Roscoe Brooks there.
Good mark there
Big
by
man.
Yarn Warbert.
He's tall pretty hard. Ruckus had a couple of really good tap-outs resulting in goals as we see this again. Good work on the mark by as the ball comes. A big Yarn.
Good mark.
Put up the big dukes.
Big man. Big hands.
Unfortunately, minor score resulted. So 2-1 Blackwood to 6 goals 2. So it's called, they've run out the game very nicely, Aussie. So ball kicked out, taken out of Bill Reynolds, breaks onto the left, puts it to the lead here of Baldacera. As David just said, obviously got roots in Alice Springs. Of course, Indigenous round here, part of Conciliation Week, and of course, be brave, make change.
Yep.
So Baldacera will be looking to make change on the scoreboard here and just get another goal on the board. He's kicked 2 this afternoon.
So who are we thinking, Boston, for most effective?
Yeah, I'd probably go either Callens or Malachi Lyons, either the two.
So Baldacera, and he becomes a triple goal kicker this afternoon out of 6, so pretty good effort.
Baldacera has always been a good goal kicker, played my juniors against him as well, so very good.
So the Sting virtually gone out of this game as we've reached 26 minutes. Couldn't be long to go, but we say that with great interpretation given the timekeeping situation here this afternoon.
Technology, Jeffrey.
I think that timer of a sundial. So back in the centre umpire Brooks. No, it's the modern technology here that's let him down. Warbert gets the ball down, trying to bust his way through Worcester Macy. Like his work this afternoon, Goldie, and umpire Brooks will come in and recommence play.
Yeah, we've got the inside word here on how long's left. We'll find out shortly. Meantime, kicked forward there by Damasi. 1-on-2. Ethan Bell brings the ball down to ground level. Sharks his own marking attempt there and holds the ball inside attacking 50 for the Roos. So
we'll probably find that out because there could be a
2.5 minutes.
Could be a goal after the
3 minutes left in this game. So J&J Hill get ready to head down.
Yeah, stay tuned
to have a chat.
Of the best parts of the afternoon. J&J just brings it to you all, and we'll take you through who's won the beanie.
So 45 metres out from the Roos goal, smothered there by Callens. He might be in the mix. Here's a chance for a ring-a-ding Bell. He gets it on to Damasi, who's also in the mix.
I tell you what, Austin, if you're lucky enough to get the coveted beanie, it'd come in handy out here training nights. It'd get a bit chilly out here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. Get the long sleeve, get everything you can on, really. Skins, long sleeves, everything. Jumpers, beanies. Get it all on.
Damasi shovels a handball out. Adams involved. He cuts it off. I think that was Fairman kick in the middle of the ground.
Here's a man who'd like to win the
G.
beanie.
Banger Grouch kicks the ball forward for the Roos into the forward pocket area. Dale Payne tracking back. What can he do here? Well, handball over the top. Works the confines nicely. Ethan Bell, thanks for coming. Check side.
Oh, that should have been sensational. Worth waiting for there, but just faded away at the last minute.
16-16, so that's 32 scoring shots, Pistols to 10.
Yeah, 7-3. They've actually really put the foot on the throat, Mount Barker, doing what a good side does.
Yep.
It's stamping control, that's for sure. So, kick out. Looks like it'll be Dunn, Nathan Dunn, who ran right at the officialdom with a yellow card earlier in the game, puts the ball out. That's a good mark taken out there. I think it's Matters. Sammy, sorry, it was Wender. Wender puts the ball forward, field under the ball, got his hands, so it is the veteran Grouch, locked up in a tackle applied there by Benny Adams, who's also worked pretty hard for Blackwood.
Who do we reckon?
So, ball up. Ball comes down here. Is Callens, he could be a man. Well done, as he's still got the ball away effectively from a tackle. As could be a marquee performer. It's the ball held. Damasi, once again.
Yeah, I reckon Callens.
So,
I'd go Callens. He's kicked a goal and had about 50, so it's hard to say no.
So we keep the tension on for the suspense for the viewers. We just won't say it's Callums.
No.
As the ball comes in.
We might go.
There it is again. That's probably sealed it. As he got the handball out here. Here's a chance for Vandenberg. Gets across the Tucker. Tucker quick hands. It's Baxter, the young man. Taken here by Spawn. He's battled hard for the Woods. He's locked up in a tackle. Ball comes back here to
G-Banger Grouch.
Man who'd like a beanie in Grouch. Puts it forward. Big lead there from Payne. Here's a chance for Bell. Hacks it forward. Can Coopy control it? The big praying Mantis. Taps it cleverly to advantage. Regains it. Well done, young man. Slings on the right and then puts it
Payne.
forward. Great play. Can Coopy go a late runner for the beanie? So Payne, I tell you what, he's pretty good too.
How many is he kicked?
How do he be? 1, 2, 3. This will be his fourth.
Wow, it could be a late change here.
So quick, go to the trailer and get some more beanies because they all deserve one. This has been a great team effort.
It has. Everyone deserves a beanie out there.
So Payne, chance to raise the 7th in a rousing final term here by the Barkaroos.
Is this a record? Oh no, it's not. 1:18. Okay, here we go. 31-minute
fourth. I tell you what, Benny
right on
does not
full
move.
time. What a way to finish.
Fantastic.
That's an 8-goal quarter, Pistols. Do you want to go out there as well, Austin? Yeah. Chip involved with Jaden. You got your mic? Jaden, you got your mic? Oh, you want your other? Yeah. All right. Full.
So I tell you what, Blackwood, as I said to Dave Richardson, what a week makes in footy. This time last week, celebrating a memorable win over Hahndorf, and it just absolutely pantsed. There's no other reason you could say here, but been absolutely outplayed. 118 plays 40, Goldie. So,
and Jaden's got a few other people going to join him out there. Pistols. It's all getting
there's the man, Collins. Could he be the man with the beanie?
Well, he's got the last kick of the game.
As the side's gone, he's got the last kick of the day, but could he get the most valuable possession post-match here? So,
hang on. Jaden's going to have a chat to someone out there.
8-goal final term. So 17-18, I believe.
Yeah.
16. Plays 6-goal 4.
Yep.
So exactly 80-point margin here, Goldie, in favour of the Barkaroos. And I tell you what, we're talking about the importance of percentage. Or Blackwood, they've been absolutely thumped.
So hang on.
Hang on, we've got an 78-point margin.
Jaden Austin are out there, going to have a bit of a chat to a Roo player. So hang on to your hats.
So don't go anywhere.
Post-match chat. Thumbs up. What do you got?
Debacle. Wow. Well.
Debacle.
The headline's already out for next week's Courier. Debacle for the Barkaroos. Some pretty handy footballers as you look down here.
All right, Austin
Oscar Hodge, you've got Sammy Zevenboom.
Austin Abraham's just got the connections here. He just said, come with us. You're coming straight over to the Cooler Wild commentary team. We're going to have a chat here. Austin.
Man of persuasion. As I say, we've got Jack Lewis down here, Sammy Zevenboom, Oscar Hodge, so some pretty good talent for the Roos. For the Blackwood on the sidelines, but they'd be very disappointed if this is 78-point dismissal by the Barkaroos.
Most effective player on the ground. And he's going to be joined here by Austin Abraham and Jaden J. Hill.
So we're just waiting here. There's a camera coming on him. There we are. There, man. So, without further ado, we'll go down to Austin Abraham and Jaden J. Hill with the the most effective player on the ground.
Well, here's Samuel Callens. Great job, mate. Great win. Just take us through your 6th win for the year.
Yeah, nice one to bounce back from after last week. I think all the boys are pretty determined after you lead on the siren. Sort of want to bounce back strong. And we're trying to make this a bit of a fortress, so it's a good little bounce back win here. So can't complain.
Burst out of the blocks, 64 points in the first half, the biggest half-time score at the Summit. Just take us through how you started, mate. Burst out of the blocks.
Yeah, it always makes it easier the rest of the game. We sort of focus on that, sort of get the jump early on teams, and sort of makes it easier throughout the day. So happy that we could do that, and goes a long way to making it a bit easier for the rest of the day.
And just the way Austin said in the call as well, just the way you guys could just keep going as well when kick goals in the last quarter. Just take us through that.
Yeah, we sort of just wanted to play 4 quarters. Don't like go in and out of games, so we strung 4 quarters together and capitalised when we can. So I think we didn't kick straighter, but still working goalkeeping.
And just take us through new recruits, Jordan Houlihan and Malachi Lyons and Phoenix Lyons and Daniel Brennan as well. Just take us through what they brought to the club, mate.
They're huge. That's like a spine through the middle of the team. Benno down back rarely gets beaten, and you just can rely on him. So Jordan, you sort of see for yourself out there how good he is in the air. Mao as well. Reed's like one of the best in the comp, I would have thought. And then Phoenix he's coming into once again like a elite ball user. They really stiffen it up. So. Can't complain with any of them.
And just take us through your own footy, mate. Great job today, also kicking a goal in the last quarter. Just take us through your footy and obviously back-to-back best and fairest as well.
Sort of after last year, we sort of just wanted to focus on winning. Big pre-season, and as long as we're winning, then I don't really care about how much I do. We've got a goal out the back, so I think Payne was the one which kicked most of them, so honours to him.
Yeah, fair enough. I will hand you over to Austin to ask a few questions.
Hey Samuel, big fan. Just want to know what's the biggest difference between last year and this year so far?
Sort of just playing as one unit. Not like everyone's just getting on. Locker room's awesome, so that's probably the biggest difference. It's just all on one page, all want to win, and all out on the track. So
beautiful, love that. And two more questions. What's it like playing with like Jordan and Malachi and all them back when you did back in juniors? Is it nice having some close mates?
It is. Really enjoying my footy this year. Knowing them for so long, it's just awesome when familiar faces come back in the team and you can build on that, and everyone's getting on. So yeah, it's awesome.
Last question. What's your favourite podcast?
Sidetrack. Yeah.
Let's go. Beautiful. Thanks, Samuel.
Thanks, guys.
Give him the beanie.
Much there.
Forgot the beanie. You give him the beanie? The beanie! Beanie.
One job, Jaden.
The beanie. That's right. We'll have it for next week. We'll give it to Callens during the week. Yeah. Yeah, thanks very much.
Timekeepers and beanie presenters, you can't trust them, can you?
It's one of those days.
It's been one of those days. But, been a good game of footy if you're a Mount Barker supporter, 17-6.
Good work, that was great.
6-4.
That's right, Austin passed on the beanie to...
you're an honest man.
Just admiring Austin's interview questions there, so you've got to give him the beanie, but Austin will give him the beanie.
We'll be back next week, hopefully, Austin, all going well against Lobethal. Join us again if you're around the area. Tremendous.
Now, while we're here, we got erstwhile man who's been...
Are we on the overhead speaker?
Goals at times we've had this afternoon, and it's very good to get him just for a quick yarn. Of course, former president of Mount Barker Footy Club, now the voice of Mount Barker Football Club. Timmy Glover, welcome back into the Call of the Wild, mate.
Fantastic, thank you, Pistols, and you're too kind as always. Voice of Mount Barker, we've said before, I've got a head for radio, so man behind the microphone's probably a good place to be.
Hey, now, you'd be well versed in this question. obviously Howard Lane, the move out here last year, not winning a game, but as Sammy Callan suggested, the boys want to make this a fortress, and they've done it very well. So they're playing some good footy at the moment.
100% Pistols, and obviously with the travelling you do, I mean, it's a different ground in terms of proportions and size. And it's taken our boys a good season to not only train here but play and learn how to best play and take advantage of it. So, I think it's like anything. If you can have something in your arsenal that you can make yours and make it good for you, and I think we showed today probably more so than any game that I've seen here, that we really are coming to grips with the size of the oval and how to best use the ball and move the ball quickly.
And the Roos community, the Roos family, so to speak, they've gradually coming used to it, because I suppose it was more central at Howard Lane, of course, and obviously you're having training out here, all your juniors train out here, and even the women, so the whole club activities are out here now.
We're transitioning to that. It's still, we've still got a lot of teams. It's one of the things when we walk across the juniors through to the seniors plus the women's competition. So we are still utilising Howard Lane where we can and as we need to. One of the things is we're still limited to the time that we get out here. But, I think the transition is slowly starting to happen. It's funny you say that. It is a bit further away. I mean, I have the luxury of living in Albert Road. So, wandering 2 streets back, I could get to Howard Lane pretty quickly. But, look, the club's embracing it. It's great to see a lot of the club stalwarts starting to come out. And change is a big thing. So, to move out here, something that's been talked about for many, many years, to finally see it start to come to fruition. And we all know it's been talked about. There's a few things that need to be tidied up. It's good. We're, from a playing perspective and senior footy, to get some good wins like we have this year, it sort of makes it feel a little bit more like home, and we'll gradually continue to push that change.
And as you said, small steps. The most important thing is the playing area, which is magnificent. Obviously, other things, they're not little things, they're just important things, like coaches' boxes. And
who would have thought?
I know the bar area is going to be improved to make it more at the home of the Mount Barker Footy Club.
Absolutely, and again, we've said it a couple of times, little steps, there's complications involved in, a lot of money's been spent in this whole complex, so, there's a lot of, dare I say it, and probably not the right terminology, but there's a lot of fingers in pie, so, working out the ideal model going forward, you've got football, you've got cricket, if we specifically talk this oval here, there's councils involved, there's boards involved, the HFL's involved, Mount Barker Footy Club's involved, so, there's a lot of water to keep going under the bridges, but I think at the end of the day, we love coming out here. It's great to play at, it's great to watch footy at, it's a great atmosphere. We haven't really had one of those full horrible wintry days yet. That's a little challenging, but it is anywhere. So, the feeling out here is good. The facility is great, and every time we're out here, it's feeling more and more like home.
Yeah, it is. I noticed, like, when you go to Parliament House and you walk through the corridors of power, and they've got all the photos of the previous Prime Ministers. And I notice up here, you walk in, they've got all the previous Presidents' photos up there, and there's that big one of you. That must really make you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things that I cherish every time I walk through the door, Pistols.
Actually, I'll come and get a photo with you.
Yeah, I would have thought if we could grab a selfie, you and I, we'll get Benny in there as well, and
Jaden,
be good.
Austin. Yeah.
Hey, just quickly before we let you go, Mount Barker just on a roll at the moment. We won't go too early, but they look like they're going to return to finals footy, which is it's a good thing, because one of the bigger clubs in the competition. Obviously, last year I haven't got the actual fact, but someone told me it was something like 4 decades since Mount Barker had finished bottom, which unfortunately
you're generally pretty good on your stats, mate. Without having the exact stat, I think you're pretty close. So, look, it's one of those things. We talk about what defines success as a footy club. And I think there's a lot of things that do ultimately define that success. But no question, we play a competitive sport, and at the end of the day, when you're playing competitive sport at a senior level, you want to be at that pointy end. So, I think the expectation from the footy club this year, it's got to be a tick. The minimum tick is that we've got to play finals footy. So, I think we're, what's today, round 6, 7?
Yep, 8, actually.
Round 8, there you go. I've lost one somewhere. We've lost 2. Against Harndorf, and obviously the nail biter after the siren last week. We come up against Lobie next week. Today was always going to be a challenge. Blackwood coming off beating Harndorf. We've done what we needed to do and done it convincingly today. So playing Loberthal at home next week, I think that's going to give us a pretty good idea where we are now in that, let's say, that top 3. So, yeah, look, things are looking good for senior footy. The B-grade boys, they're struggling a little bit at the moment, and I think it's not through skill. I think it's a confidence thing. We talked about that in the rooms after the game today. They'll bounce back. They'll find their feet. The 14s, 16s and 18s are travelling along okay. We've got numbers everywhere in our Moddy squad. The women are travelling along all right. So as a footy club, I think we're in a pretty good place.
Absolutely. As I said, a big game next week. Looking forward to that. Another top 2 or 3 on the ladder contest. And, of course, we'll be back here to call in a while once again, just so we can listen to your dulcet tones.
Oh, do we get you back again?
Yeah, we'll be back next week.
I'm hoping Benny gives us a bit more next week, but
so
we'll give him 7 days to think about that.
We're just about to go and put the orders in for next week for the chips and gravy.
Absolutely, mate, and we can make that happen for you. So, no, fantastic to have you and the team here. It's always great to see you. And, look, next week should be a great game of footy. It's 2 and 3 playing each other on a good deck. Hopefully the weather is kind to us like it was today, and dare I say it, footy's the winner.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, we're the winner every time we have you on, mate. So thanks very much, Timmy Glover. Always a pleasure, the voice of Mount Barker Footy Club. Where he'll probably be building out the tunes shortly, because emphatic win 17-16 to 6-4. Goldie just goes quickly through some of the goal kickers. Payne with 4, Houlihan with 3, dished out a fair few as well. DeMazy with 2, Howe with 2, and Henry Bruce with 2. And for Blackwood, lone hand was Jack Baldacero with 3. Hocking got 2, and Tuck got the other single. But pretty poor performance today, this afternoon. I think they'd be pretty disappointed. I know you're a Barkaroo man, Austin, but Blackwood be very disappointed. They said the highs and lows of football.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, coming off that win against Hindhaugh, they would have been on a stroll, thinking that they're probably going to come in and have a good crack. But unfortunately, like I sort of mentioned, this ground is not an easy ground to play, and we sort of came out and really showed that.
Excellent. All right, mate, and thank you very much for your input. We look forward to working with you again next week for those special comments.
Beautiful. Thanks for having me.
Give our podcast a plug once again.
I might have to give the podcast one more plug, so you can find us on Instagram at sidetrack.pod. And we're all over TikTok and everything. So get around us, and also shout out Dean Shillerbeer. Thanks, guys.
Okay, don't forget you've got to deliver that beanie.
All right. Thanks, Jaden.
And Jaden J, thank you very much for your work.
Bristles. Just a last stat here. So,
yes.
Thank you.
So it was Mount Barker's. It was their highest score since round 7 2013 against Blackwood. It was the highest margin as well. 78 is the highest margin since round 16 2013. Is the highest score of the year as well, Mount Barker, and their highest score ever at Mount Barker Summit. So there you go. There are some last stats there for you.
Thank you very much. Just looking to see if we've got any scores that have come through. Half-time, Lobe were leading 5 goals over Nand, and unfortunately the carrier pigeon hasn't come in with the final results.
We've got some sponsors from Tommy, who's done a sensational job, as always. Thanks, Tommy.
Yep. Just going to say we're going to thank all our sponsors. Fitzner Furniture, Zancock Recruitment, Mount Barker Crane Hire, and Turning Point Career Coaching and Consultancy for their great support of the Mount Barker Football Club. As I said, they'll be pretty happy this afternoon. And for Blackwood, of course, their major partners, Cattle Crash Repairs and Edenwood Autos. And the round 8 match day partner was Lowe's Meat Company, actually here in Mount Barker. What the best sausages in the hills go along there. And as we said, Daniel Lowe, the coach of the reserves, couldn't be here this afternoon, but he'd be pretty happy to have a win in his absence. So
terrific.
That just about wraps us up. Thanks to, as I said, Jaden J for your good work. Thank you to Tomia for once again his great work with the pushing the right buttons, and of course James for his great work out with the camel.
We thought it was going to be in pouring rain, but he's all right.
I thought he might get a bit wet, but luckily the weather held off. Brilliant day here this afternoon and this morning, but the Mount Barker Football Club, the Indigenous round, the smoking ceremony. Thank you to Shane Tongery coming in to have a chat to us. Thank you to Dave Richardson from the Blackwood Football Club coming in. As we said, thank you to Austin Abraham for his good work. And, as we said, we'll be back next week on Call the Wild here at the Summit for another big game between Lobe and Mount Barker. So thank you once again, Goldie, and don't forget for the latest on the Hills Football League, Huddle Reform Wednesday nights on 88.9 FM. So until next Saturday, on behalf of the team, Jeff Pistola signing up. Thanks for watching and keep chasing your goals. Bye for now.
2022 is our year for celebrating Fitzner Furniture's 50th anniversary. 5 decades of beautiful furniture, crafted by hand and with heart. 22 years as South Australia's original and award-winning stressless stockist. And now, also the destination for premium European-designed outdoor furniture. Fitzner Furniture, where good design lasts forever.